Hello, Togepi, how are you? Oh, no kidding, Togepi. Well, that's amazing. And Nick, welcome on in. How are you? And Mystic, hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I've had an amazing day. So I'm doing great. Megan, thank you for the host. And Nick, I hope that I can make it a little better for you. Alright, I'm gonna put myself up on the camera in like a minute. And yeah, I saw that I had quality options tonight. I'm so happy, Mystic. Alright. That's going good. I remembered to change to the challenge stuff beforehand today. Look at who's remembering things. Oh. And so, well, hopefully that's something that they can resolve, Nick. I'm sorry to hear that, though. But, if you want to relax here, more than happy to help take your mind off it. I'm Avocado. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Alright, 3 minutes. Yeah, Mystic, I'm doing great. Pikachu. Okay, good, Nick. Okay, so I didn't play at all between this time and last time, which was a whole week, because of the schedule adjustment. And so a whole week went by and I didn't do any grinding. So we're gonna get off to the races in just a few minutes here. I'm gonna give folks a little longer. I've got my hair up today, so I hope it's cute. That's great. This is terrific news. I'm so glad. I may be slightly predisposed to take everything way too positively tonight. I'm so serious though. I've had a great day. And it's not like it was a Monday. Like, there's no reason I should have had a great day, but I did. I was productive at work. I did laundry at lunch. Oh my gosh. Holy Hadouken. I know that username. Thank you so much for the read. Hello, come on in. Howdy, how have you been? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for reading. What were you up to? I hope I can, Avocado. I hope I can. Okay. Well, Ollie Dugan, welcome. And for anyone else who came along with Raid, hi, I'm Maximin. You're just in time for some Pokemon Platinum. We are literally not even started yet. I usually wait until I've streamed for, 5 minutes to get things going, and you're just under the wire. This may be the earliest in a stream I've ever received a raid, for which I'm flattered. Bug Fables! No kidding. Oh my gosh. Bug Fables seems like such a cute game. It's, it's Paper Mario-esque, as I understand it. Oh my gosh. Am I following you? I should be. And Kara, welcome on in. I'm doing excellently. I won't speak for anyone else, but I'm doing real well. Well, here. Let me do that. Madison, hello. How are you this evening? All right, I think it's about time for us to get started. And how do we get started when we're playing Pokemon? Ah. You've not played Paper Mario and you're playing Bug Fables. That's amazing. And I'm glad it's fun. I would encourage you to play Paper Mario. So, last time we saved the world. This time, we're gonna face the last gym leader. Simple as that. Actually, there's a little more that we're gonna do this time. This time we're gonna do a bit of cleanup. There are some things that I never did. I never went to Fuego Ironworks, which is just north of Floroma Town. Working on some stuff, sounds good, Madison, and I'm doing so well. I know, Carl, I know. I also caught, Satan? Probably Satan. Togepi, that's right. Serpentera, though, was bodying hits from Giratina, and that's good for come Elite Four time. Having a Togekiss is actually kind of awesome. I still haven't fully decided on my final team, but I have a feeling that Serpentera may make the cut. I like the defense, I like the bulk, and I don't usually train a flying type. Which is funny, because in retrospect, in the 2 Pokemon series that I've done within this calendar year, in fact the 3, because if you throw Fire Red in, I've had a flying type every single time. I don't usually train flying types. Well, Momfgata, if you want to parse hairs, then yes, absolutely. But so yeah, we're gonna do the Fuego Ironworks. We're gonna see if there's some other stuff that I can do. And I am, and then we'll be headed to Sunny Shore City and doing the events there, which is fairly minimal. Beating Volkner and making our way. We'll see if I'll get time to make my way towards Victory Road. If not, next time. Yeah, it's too bad that they didn't give it Moonblast, especially given that it's a fairy type. Maybe they didn't want to make everything so overpowered. Or maybe they just wanted to save something in the tank for Gen 9, you know? I wonder if there's any rhyme or reason to which Pokemon get Moonblast versus which don't. Sometimes they have actual thought behind these things. They give Oddish Moonblast. Yeah, so maybe not. Or maybe Oddish is just a nocturnal plant or something. Anyways. So, yeah, who do I have in my party right now? An almost dead Serpentera. I should fix that. Cynthia's just looking in awe at me, but she can't, she doesn't want to look, straight at me because that would be rude. And so she's just looking, to askew of me where she can see me in her periphery. Well, and given that we did just catch Satan, I wouldn't be surprised if she was looking for the meaning of life. I feel like we just had a very profound experience. Okay. So, this is the Distant Spring. This is a new area, so we're gonna get a new Pokemon right away. As a reminder, for those of you who may or may not know the rules of this playthrough, Jenny can tell you with exclamation point Pokemon. Exactly, Holy Hadouken. You got it. Well, Togepi, maybe Beardo heard you. Maybe your Switch was listening. Alright. I'm gonna go for a grass Pokemon because I feel enough water types now that I've got Quagsire and Tentacool on backup. And I have an extra life. Oh, I need to open the Pokemon spreadsheet. This is a dupe, so that's a no. Right? I lost Bronzong. Ooh. Mystic, what is your dessert? And Priceless Chili Burger sounds very fancy. Pokemon, Nuzlocke, channel points, yep. Okay, so, speaking of food, my dinner? My dinner was pretty kickin'. Ooh, a Dusclops, that would be awesome. So that was dupe 1, I get 3. I see that, Togepi. Good thing that's only half done. I'm gonna presume that was meant to be Pop-Tart, Mystic. Okay, that's dupe number 3. So the last one, whether or not it's new or old, I have to take it. Yeah, I figured, Mystic. I figured. Distance spring. Maybe I should just get something from the water. With my luck, it'll be a tentacle. Come on, not a Graveler. Well. Okay, so this is technically the Pokemon that was the encounter, which I'm going to kill. Mystic, I think Auto Chief hates you too. Again, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at your phone. Whatever it's called. It's got spring in the name, I know what I mean. Alright, bye. It's too bad to kill an encounter, but it's... I mean, quite literally, I have a B-Barrel that's already a higher level than that, so... Alright, well, let's, I guess let's just skedaddle. Because I don't think I need to hang around here any longer. I don't really intend to explore... Yeah, it's Spring Path is technically what it is. Mystic, this is too good. I'm having a great night. So dinner. That's what I was going to talk about. I had veggie burger with not cheese and tomato, a little salt and pepper on it, delicious. A salad. My day's already been great, Mystic, but this is helping. Next salad, it was like a kale and romaine with lemon, salt and pepper and tomatoes, and then an orange. It was a really good dinner. And before dinner, I was able to knock off work right at 5. And so before dinner, I was just listening to some music, I was relaxing, unwinding, and I was listening to an album by Andre Thomas, who is like a choral composer. And he writes gospel music. But the point of this isn't about it's a faith, it's about the music. However, one of these songs, which this delighted me to no end, after like a bunch of serious, beautiful, rich choral pieces, like middle of the album, totally, I had a very low chance of that. Middle of the album though, there was a song that was called like Here's a Pretty Little Baby, and it was like calypso. It was like calypso music. And it was so out of nowhere that I was just dying laughing. It was brilliant. To just do all of these serious, rich, beautiful pieces, and then just out of nowhere, calypso. About a baby. It had steel drums. Steel drums and choral singing. I was very surprised. Oh, I didn't know I could catch Wingull here. Oh my gosh, Pico. Which reminds me, Pikachu has to be the next nickname. Though, not for that Bibarel, I'll tell you that. Oh. Togepi, can you give me an example? Because that sounds quite silly to me. In my music tastes, I'm a bit of, how shall I put it? I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie. I really like fast music. For me to enjoy, like slow music, it's gotta have really rich musical texture, and it still can't be too slow. Like the middle of Danzas Cubanas by Richard Sheldon is perhaps my favorite slow piece of music. And it's not even that slow. but just has a nice, rich low tones that, help move it along. Mystic, yes. For all my HM needs. Alright, there are some things that I can do here now that I have rock climb, as I recall. Yeah. And Nightcore was like a trend of electronic music that I've forgotten what it means. Can you remind me, Mothercotta? Unless it's something that I don't want to know. There's the thing. I feel like there's gotta be a hidden item up here, right? I mean, the proximity is quite close. Oh, it goes up here. I hardly saw that. No, Carl, no worries. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. High-pitched and quick. Oh. Yeah, the high-pitched wouldn't do it for me. The exploration was the prize all along. No, I want actual prizes. I need this iron. I'm anemic, I need it. Ooh, a Dream Eater. That could be nice. I think I have, a Pokemon or two that can induce sleep. Oh, that reminds me. I always cut Mothercotta. My voice is, smooth and luxurious like cocoa butter. If that don't fix your skin, I don't know what will. So, now that I am close to the actual end of the game, I can start using my TMs. When I'm about to go into the Elite Four, and when I'm trying to make my Pokemon the best they can possibly be, is when I'll use all of my TMs. This lady is missing a key, and I never saw the key. The key is probably, like, right there. I'll see if that's it. Oh, so much rock climbing. I hope the barrel's getting a workout. Who is in here? California girl. Oh my gosh. Toby, that sounds absolutely dreadful. That's amazing. Yeah, I think I'll keep training Alessa for right now. That coin toss is why we ended up in this musty, old, stinky suite. Reservations were full up, but they managed to get us in here. Finally alone, the two of us. If you'd leave, that is. Something we don't need anymore. Will you take it? Nice. Also, I feel as though I'm interrupting something. Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what's happening here? Yeah, I'm working on my core strength a bit. Or Barrel is. I mean, I am in real life. Twig, hello, how are you doing? Maybe the girl said, let's just go home. And he's like, flip you for it? That's a sign of a healthy relationship. I think the resort wasn't actually full up, and the concierge saw this is on the rocks and put them in the rock climb suite because he knew this will either make or break them. Now, Twig, I have stayed at a number of KOAs in my day. No! Stay. Ooh, Sunstone. Josh, thank you for the host. Da-ba-da-ba-ba. Enjoy your lurk, Josh. I don't have a lurk command. I don't believe in them. What is down here? Why is this here? This is still Valor Lakefront, technically, so... I was in the middle of something that I completely forgot. Nope. Okay. Cool. No, I'm fine if people lurk. I just don't believe in lurk commands. Jenny, don't do that. And if you want to know why, just type in !bot. I'm having fun with this. It's fun having a robot. It is. I didn't think it would be, but then I realized I could make it what I wanted it to be rather than what everyone else is doing. Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say about the rock climbing hotel, though. What, is there something surprising about what Jenny just said? Jenny's actually just my sister. She just has a keyboard and she's got all these things on like a notepad. Okay. Are you gonna... Stop! Yes, you! Sunny Shore City, which is down this road, had a major blackout. Crews are working on restoring the power, but the road's closed now. What? There must be some resolution to the story that I forgot to do. Continuous paradigms, welcome on it. Cynthia probably told me, oh, you need to go talk to Professor Rowan or something. And I forgot. So... Oh, that's exciting. Well, and your popping in the other night was perfectly fine too. I appreciate whatever you want to do. What am I supposed to be doing? I know I'm supposed to be going to Sunny Shore, but I apparently can't yet. Cantlave, Celestic Town. I could go back and see what Cynthia says. Ugh, sounds like such a walk. Okay. Did they run out of sun? Yes, actually. It's why this whole series has been played in night. It's not because it's actually, night hours. It's more so because the heat death of the universe is approaching. It is nigh. And therefore, this entire, world is dying around us. Or that. Necrozma's from Gen 7, right? Yeah, it might be Rowan. Wait, what route did this say? It said route. Hold on. Let me just make sure that this isn't a new route. Okay, so this is send-off... So, no. I just didn't have eyes for a second there. Holy Hadouken, the funny thing is, I don't know enough about Pokemon to know if I'm telling the truth either. Aw, well, Continuous Paradigms, thank you so much for saying that. Oh, by the way, because I lack brevity, would you like me to call you Continuous Paradigms, anything else? As a truncation, I am happy to continue doing the full, several syllables that your name is, I just may trip over it on occasion. Okay, the Gravelers need to stop. Oh, so he's Yzma from Kingdom of the Sun. Got it, Togepi. Thank you. What if I said Seep? Crosmo wishes he was Yzma. Well, I mean, don't we all? To have the voice of Eartha Kitt and to live to, like, 180? It's a dream. It's a dream come true. The more nicknames, the better. Sounds good. Seep it is. I kind of like Seep. It's nice and simple. I'll try my best to remember it. I'm sometimes bad at that. But eventually I'll get the software update that that will enable me to make the translation. Yeah, Cynthia's still down there. We came out of hell together. Again, I'm not being blasé. That's quite literally what happened. So we came out of hell together. And then she told me to do something and I forgot. Oh. I have to go tell Professor Rowan about it. Well, let's go do that. I mean, you think Cynthia would just let us stay in hell, given that, you know, she clearly knows that we could take her title at any moment. Boosh. Yeah, maybe, maybe she's still just considering everything. Oh, he was like waiting at the door. This is very uncomfortable. I made him wait for like a week.
Thomas, you've come back. You leave me speechless. You've done it. You really have done it. Never has my heart pounded this hard for so long in my 60 years of living.
Professor did a lot of checking up after you left. He was really worried about you, Thomas. He contacted acquaintances looking for help and... Oh, Thomas, I'm glad to see you safe. Welcome back.
Oh, yes. There's something I had to tell you. The 3 Pokemon of the Lakes appear to have returned to their homes. So tell me, how are things going for you?
Yeah, I think I may have actually killed Professor Rowan. This may just be his zombie. He's doing that old man pacing with, like, his hands clasped behind his back. For, like, an entire week. He's got calves 4 days.
The Pokedex? A total of 171. And the number of badges? Well, you've got 7 already. That leaves only Sunny Shores.
I know. Man, I know what I'm doing.
You've come this far. Why not obtain Sunny Shores badge? And why not challenge the Pokemon League? That will broaden your horizons further than ever before. Not to mention the opportunities to meet even more Pokemon.
Cool, thanks. Okay. So now to ignore everything he said, and now go to Fuego Ironworks. Because I forgot that I said I was going to do that. And so I should do that. Fuego. Because I want a fire type. I want to catch every fire type in the game. I want a Magmar. Yeah. I think that's technically, Twig, the reason that they give for why you can't use the Electro Rail between Saffron and Goldenrod City in Gold and Silver. Well, Seep. Usually the breaks are only about 4 days, because I usually play on Mondays and Fridays. But because I didn't play Pokemon Platinum on Friday last week because I moved The Sims 3 to then because I took Wednesday off. Oh, right, Lumiose, yeah. Forgot about that. I forget about Gen 6. So because of that, there was a week between. But this week all should be fine, unless something else blows up on Wednesday. I'm hoping not. Okay. I really don't need to be fighting these level 26 shell losses. I mean, it's nice that they're here. I've actually caught a red Gyarados fishing off that bridge. The one that I started surfing from. I'm not kidding. Like, I mean, granted, red Gyarados is like one of the, like, you know, most cheapened of the shiny Pokemon because, you know, you can get one at the Lake of Rage in Gen 4, but it was still a shiny encounter, and I still caught it. I might have spent a Master Ball on it because it was like, I'm not missing out on this. Nope, don't need to do this. Guess I could have gone from there, though. There we go, now we're at Fuego Ironworks. There are wild Pokemon inside, I think. So I should probably wait until I get inside to do the encounter, because there's probably a better chance of an encounter with a Magmar there. What kind of challenge is this? Well, Seep, it's funny that you should ask. Um, Thank you, Mavocata. Please click the link there for an explanation of the rules that I'm using. The short version is, it's a Nuzlocke with a twist, or several twists. Togepi, I think that's the same reason you can't use the train in my hometown either. No trains. It's really a sad state of affairs. I think every town should have a train. Even if just for cosmetic purposes. A train makes a town better. That's the platform that I'm going to run on when I run for city council. A train makes a town better. Oh, no. My super repels must be up here. Where are they? Yeah. No, there's no way I used all of them. Alright. I love the trope in Pokemon games of optional factories while wearing a train. Like a dress train? I'm afraid I don't have a wedding dress. At least not yet. I think I do have the hips for it. Also, Mavocata, do tell me, did you watch any of the rest of the VOD from last night, from after you went to sleep? Because if so, I have questions. Or I want to gauge your reaction to something. Are there not wild Pokemon in here? Was I wrong? Ah, too bad. It'll keep, though. Oh, yeah, the train present from Katamari. Aw. Only outside. Well, that's okay, then. So I'll just do all these, and then we'll do the encounter at the end. Spread them out a bit. We played Wild Guns, and I played as Annie, and Annie had a great wedding dress. And I had a whole lot of fun with that. Oh, this is a good opportunity to talk about this while we're just doing, battles on Pokemon that are way, 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 way weaker than anything that I've got. I should probably actually be training some of the Pokemon that are a little more behind here. Which is, so the thing that I wanted to talk about is this. If you saw my post in the Discord, the 100 game grab bag concept is definitely happening again. And I put 25 more games on the list, so there are a bunch now. But I had a lot of fun with that. And having much more variety than just what is on a single console, as I did with the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance grab bags that I did not a year ago, but like 6 months ago. This is a more varied list, while still being mostly good games. And so that concept will return. Calcium. Good for your bones. Ooh, do I get enough calcium in my diet? Does my multivitamin have calcium? So, no desert bus. Given that I don't know what that is, I'm presuming it's a game, given the context, Togepi. But given that I don't know what that is, I'm gonna say no, probably not. Now, not to say that there never will be. So I guess this is an active foundry. Huh. That's strange. I mean, I guess it's not strange. Well, see, if you want to see any of the early episodes, they should all be VODs on the channel still. I don't think any of the Platinum VODs have elapsed their time. Because I would have started this in mid-November. Yeah, the very first episode might be close to being deleted by Twitch. But I have all the VODs anyway. I do believe this is a series that I will post after the fact. I need to do that more. Oh! Well, Togepi, doesn't that sound great? What was the game where you jump around on trucks? Is it called Super Truck? I should be training Spiritomb. Cluster Truck. Yeah, that's it. Have to be very careful not to say that one too quickly. Yeah, let's train Cynthia. Mavagata, I thought you would think so. I mean, conceptually? Oh shoot, this is not what I wanted. I think Cluster Truck seems just so very fun. And I love that sort of, you know, quick game, like, fun to trot out at a party and just see how your friends handle it, you know? Landfall. Is that the name of the development studio? I'll admit, I don't know as many video game developers as I perhaps should. Whoop, 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 whoop. Landfall Studios. Kick it. Thank you for telling me. Nice. I want to get all of these items. Okay. Should be able to, yeah. I think, yeah, I'll be able to get this one and then some of the other ones that are round and round. Oh my gosh. Togepi, that seems so punishing. I cannot imagine one doing that and actually enjoying it. I can imagine someone doing it for the heck of it. That seems like a game that's bred by the internet, where it's like, oh, we're gonna make a video on this, or we're gonna do a stream of this, but it's not something that someone would pick up and say, hey, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna drive a bus for 16 hours. And yes, Motherfucker, we were talking about the bus game. Okay. So bottom one goes up and around. This one goes through. That one goes... well, where does this one go? Oh, that one probably actually goes back to the entrance. So let me try this one. Okay. So don't take the second one. I like where it lets you actually figure out where it's going to take you. So this one's going to go through and around and up and to that way. And to somewhere I've already been. Okay. How do I even... How do you get there? I'll try the top route, I guess. Stick fight, tabs, totally accurate battle simulator, and totally accurate battlegrounds. What great names! What absolutely delightful names! Okay, so this was progress. So it was the top one that I discounted. Am I gonna do post-champion Battle Frontier? Josh, good question. The answer is not as part of the main series, but yes. I'll likely treat it like I did Emerald, which is I'll occasionally slot it in when I need a bonus episode, and we'll bring back some of our favorites. I may have trained some new Pokemon that will be more competitively attuned. The names are very fitting. A Penn and Teller reality show. No, Mavocado, that doesn't sound real to me. But I wouldn't mind learning more. Generally, I think the only time I've ever seen Penn and Teller is like on episodes of like other television programs on which they've, you know, been a guest star. Which is sometimes weird for works of fiction to have like real world entertainment things in them. It's like, okay, so you're rejecting some of the real world, but you're bringing some of it. America's Got Idol for magicians. Fascinating. You know, Mavocado, I like America's Got Idol, but you know, I think, you know, American Voice, American The Voice. How do I make 3? American Got Voice. Well, you already used the Got. What are other singing shows? American Biggest Voice? America's Next Top Voice. Wasn't there a Desert Bus? Oh, is that like a film? In which case, could be true. Oh, you just want to talk. Okay. Flamethrower, that's a nice TM. Oh, it's Mr. Fuego. Well, hello! It's not often that I get a visitor here. I try to make the ironworks run better with the moving floor tiles, but no one was happy about it. They said the moving floor made them dizzy. Wait, the game was made by Penn and Teller? You're kidding me. That's true? Oh my gosh. But you don't want to listen to me whine. Here's a souvenir. Star piece. Kickin'. My ironworks makes iron by removing impurities from iron ore. In the process, we find a variety of colored shards. Oh? No. You're not trading? No, I want the stuff that I have. Huh. One of a collection of games. No kidding. Okay, so now the encounter for the Fuego Ironworks. Also, what's up here? Oh, this is just a quick way back to Route 205. Cool. But I have something that can fly, so I don't need it. I'll switch Cynthia out from being up front, because I don't really want... Oh, who would be best? Cynthia might actually be best, because Cynthia can put things to sleep. Just give a little healy heal. Is there something behind the factory? Alice, hello! How are you doing this evening? What is crackin'? You are behind the factory. This is horrifying news. I can't get back there. Well, I mean, certainly they wouldn't. Yeah, there's a hidden item over here. It's a mushroom. Delicious. Well, let's make some risotto. And hopefully we'll get something here to help us cook it. Magmar! Yes! I am the fire boy. This is what's happening. You know, Fireboy and Octopus Lass, the heroes of the television program. Octopus Lass and Fireboy. Featuring a boy who dreams for some reason. And also still starring Taylor Lautner. Platinum 5% Synodex. Alice, I'm sorry that they were your funguses, but you left them lying out. What could I do? What could I do? There's nothing that could be done. I had to do it. Ooh, no. You don't get to do that. Look, all I'm saying, Alice, is if you've got shrooms, you better share. Otherwise, it's a bad party. Boosh! So this is Pikachu. And where is Pika Blue? I'm not sure. Mihan, can you answer that? Stuffed mushrooms. Oh, good idea, yes. That's such a great party dish. Chocobi, amazing. I love it. Pikachu. I could seriously do the fire team. The firing squad. Cream of mushroom soup. I gotta say hard pass on cream of mushroom soup. I'm not a big fan. That's the base for a lot of casseroles that I don't like. I genuinely, in real life, don't care for mushrooms that much. Your first grade lunchroom conversations. Well, that's right, we never did catch a Meryl. And that's one of the things that's going to make it real hard for us to get a Gavit. If we caught a Meryl and evolved it into a Zoomeril, it would be actually pretty feasible for me to get a Gavit. Maybe I should see if there's somewhere where I can surf and get a Meryl. Like somewhere I didn't. Whatever. If a Meryl doesn't want to be caught, it won't spring forth. I feel like Meryl, though, was the only time that the Pikachu knockoff was the only time that the Pikachu knockoff was actually not an electric type. I'm avocado. I am too, to some extent. Because Mukachu from Gen 8 was an electric type, right? And so was Emolga, and so was Deden, and so was Pachirisu, and Plessel and Minun were. Someone should tell Mr. Nintendo that, like, you know, just trying to do your best. What? Tokidamaru? Sure. That sounds like a real thing. Alright, Route 222. Let's do another encounter. Oh, and I need to mark down Magmar. From Fuego. I wonder how rare that encounter was. Fuego, Ironworks, Magmar. Cool. Oh, Felix, hello. How are you doing? And Sensibly Tainted, welcome on in. Oh my gosh, 2 at once. Hello, hello to you both. Nick, I would say that the Pikachu clone is not what Nintendo deems it to be, it is what people deem it to be. And Mugs, I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well. This is a dupe, this doesn't count. That is delightful. And it was so nice to get to see you streaming the other day. It is good to have you back. Okay. Would I ever stream Dance Dance Revolution? I don't think Twitch would like that because DDR has copyrighted music. Now, if I did Mario Mix, DDR Mario Mix on the GameCube, that could be something. All right, I'm just gonna run. Oh, Floatzel's faster than me, of course. I'm so glad you had a blast. That's wonderful. 30%, nice. 1 electric, 1 fire, and 2 water types in Platinum. I'm guessing one of the water types is like a Shellos, given the area. The electric type, if I had to guess, Magnemite. And heaven knows what the other water type is. Alright, let's throw in Alessa, just kill the Floatzel. So I've got 2 more before we're duped out. Oh. Twig, I'm absolutely certain that Kids Bop is copyrighted, because there's no way it's not. There's no way people who Kids Bop is something that was come up with by like business people and lawyers. It was like, we want to sell music, but we don't want to make it. So we're going to take music that people already made, make it worse, and have it appeal to a new market. Like, Kids Bop is not something that was made by people who love music. Not mean. Megamite, Megmar, Floatzel, and Gastrodon. Oh! I was not expecting that. Electabuzz. YouTube spoof versions. Those may be copyrighted as well. Electabuzz. This is interesting. And yeah, his cry is quite something. Also, does it look a little like it has lipstick? Are you seeing that? We could do Magmortar and Electivire. Man, I could do a crazy Gen 4 team. Why is Hypnosis just not working? It is a little bit hamburger-faced. You're correct in that, Monfocado. Your assessment is well wrought. I'm going to throw in Rizzo because Rizzo part ground type. Hop to the left. Oh, Mihan, that reminds me. I never evolved Porygon 2. Porygon to Porygon 2. So we need to do that today. Porygon 2. Who would you like to be my other hop to the left? Right now, I would say technically Electabuzz isn't. Dealer's choice between the ugly Electric Man and the ugly Fireman. Got it. Kicking. If I can catch this thing, I'll probably do the ugly Electric Man. Electivire would be really interesting. Especially given that I could EV train against the Gyarados outside of Canalave and have it be a physical attack juggernaut. The only other Pokemon that I've really spent a significant amount of time EV training as I've been training off screen is Lucario. If I do Body Slam, will it kill it? It probably won't. Yeah, we'll have to see what its nature is. That'll determine something. I really don't want to attack it. I'm gonna try a few more Ultra Balls. I've got extra. It's still an Electabuzz. It has a catch rate probably like 40 or 60. Man, this isn't working. Jeez Louise. Yes, I am using Gastrodon. Hello, Briz, how are you? Speaking of people it was lovely to see streaming again, Briz! How is the rest of Kingdom Hearts? I'm so happy so many people made it their New Year's resolution to do live streaming. 45. Wow. You transpose the L and the E, Monfocado. But good for Jenny for knowing how to handle that. There we go. Thank you. Also, shout out Millix too while you're at it. And Mehan. Mehan made Jenny, so might as well. I feel like I got this. Yeah! You deserve it. I like your stuff. I've got a shout out thing. We can do this. Oh, did you beat it? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry I didn't stay to the end. Emilic's not a problem. I love that Jenny does both. Okay, I need to attack. I need to attack this Electabuzz. And that's seriously the truth, what Mompakota just said. Briz, you know it's always a darn delight to have you round. Is Body Slam the right move? What else do I have? What else could I use? I could use Serpentera. Hit it with some flying... Or I could hit it with not very effective electric moves with Alyssa. That's the way to go. Because no matter what, that'll be lower base power. I mean, yeah, I've got a higher attack stat. But Thunderfang will only end up being like 50 power. That's not bad. Even if it's off of like a 180 attack stat. You gotta be kidding me with that. Ooh, or I could use... Well, I already used Thunderfang. If that hadn't worked, I would have said, oh, I can use Discharge. Stop. That is Alessa's raw attack right there. Alessa is also a very good physical attacker, so again, if this Electivire doesn't pan out, I'm good. I've got my Shock Lion. Boosh. Okay. What shall we call this? You have no idea. Twig. Good job, thank you. Briz, if you did a 48-hour stream, that would be a sight to see. Oh my gosh. We did it. And Twig, yeah, I think you're right. I think no one cared to ask. Ahem. It windmills its arms to slightly boost its punches. Foes have been known to escape in the meantime. What shall we call it? What shall we call this Electabuzz? So Mini Pop Kids, is that like a knockoff Kids Bop? So most of the time people are asking about why they aren't bound by copyright laws. I see, Twig. So there are other people who was like, how can we get in on this fake, fake song, how can we get into this fake song money? Like, how are we gonna do it? I wonder if it's like legally counts as parody because it's children. Like how they may license them, Electorin. We could do it like Electorine, like a tangerine. Kids Bop. Oh, you know what we could call it? We could call it Casey. After the girl in the show who had an Electabuzz. That was her name, right? She was the one who really liked stripy Pokemon. Shock, Bop, and Roll. It's too long. Yeah. I like Casey. And Casey's a good, gender-neutral name. What Mihan says is true. A lot of classical music, the music itself, the composition isn't copyrighted. It's in the public domain, but the performances are copyrighted. Shock-a-bop. Shock-em-bopper. Y'all remember Soccer Boppers? What if I did, like, Casey, and then I did parenthetically Bop? Not just Casey. I think I'll just do Casey. Okay, so they license it. Got it. Got it, Twig. That's what I thought. Yes, exactly, Mafakata. Oh, and we're bagless. I will set a half-an-hour timer. This isn't actually a bad time to be bagless, so... Alright, Seep, let's do it. And Briz, by all means, do what you need to prepare. For what are you going to Salt Lake? I hope it's pretty. I've never been in that part of the world. Remember Flatball? Oh... I do, I think. I do, Mumfakata. I do remember Floam, yeah. Floam looked gross. 30-minute timer. All right, and we're rolling. It's Canadian Kids Bop, no kidding. You'd think that American Kids Bop would translate to Canadian audiences. What, do the mini pop kids have to do a version in English and then a version in French? Geopolitical reference. All right, I'm gonna go heal real quickly. Actually, that may be like part of what they do. They may do like versions. I Mystic, you did hear Salt Lake. Ah. You have a doctor's appointment in Utah. Well, Briz, best of luck. Kids Bip. No, it would be Kids Bap. Or maybe that's more Minnesotan. Okay, well let's actually do some progress through this route. Train Cynthia up some. I need to get my Pokemon to about as high of a level. You know, I need to probably train Lucario a bit to up my level cap a bit. I think I want my Pokemon, if I can swing it, around level 65 for the Elite Four. Mavocado, you might as well be right. I've been to the, you know, the northern part of Minnesota, and it's not much. There's not a lot. I feel like if it got lopped off to Canada, no one would really miss it that much. Okay, Rich Boy Trey with a Luxray up against my Cynthia. This seems safe. Aw. Well, Josh, maybe you can tootle around on the keyboard a bit more. Oh, okay. Don't want to fight Cynthia. Nope, nope, you don't get to fight that. I don't think so. Nope, nope. It's the one Pokemon that would have, that's just the worst. Yeah, and Twig, I think you're correct that the Kids Bop versions almost certainly aren't safe to use. So, Togepi says, speaking of the mini pops, when they did Circus, they cut out 1 minute of the song, which I never knew about until you looked at the actual song. Was the minute of the song just like an Eminem rap portion? Like, was it so vulgar? Okay, try one more time to get the body slam off. Oh, motherfucker, I know exactly what the sort of woman you're talking about sounds like, and you are so correct. Alright, Oregon, you do it. I have, my father's side of the family lives in Minnesota, so we go there with some frequency. Alright, just kill it, please. I don't want to look at this thing's face anymore. Man, how did this one Pokemon that is a number of levels weaker than my entire team practically tear me a new one? What is happening? Also, $7,200 for fighting this one guy. Not shabby. Not shabby. Oh, so it has like an instrumental like opening, and they were like, nah, we don't need all that. Just get to the singing. Minnesota is a place that if you go there in the winter, I do think it changes your life, or changes your perspective on things. I've walked around in negative 20-degree temperatures in a tank top and shorts. Like, whenever I get crabby about, you know, the cold now, it's like, well, it's not that, you know? So I may be like, well, the wind hurts a little, but, It's, it pales in comparison. Yeah, Togepi, I figured. I was just saying, like, so they probably cut it because it was, like, an instrumental section and they didn't need it. Or they thought they didn't need it. You know, because again, you know, a Kid's Bop isn't about the art of the thing. It's not about the music. It's about making money in a different market that the original pop songs cannot be geared towards. Also, with all these fishers, maybe I should just be training Alessa. Alessa's still behind. Or no, maybe I should just... You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to push Oregon for now and get a good level lead with Oregon so that I have as much room to play with as possible. Honk. Hello, Slav. Well, I'm pretty sure half of what you just described is illegal in some states. 2 minutes is guitar solo. That is impressive, Togepi. And Slav, you may be right. It is a good night for Europe. This is one of the things that I love about, you know, streaming at a relatively early time, is that there are a good number of people from lots of regions. I'm in good enough time where Australians are awake, Europeans aren't yet asleep. Really what I'm missing is like Central Asia. And so that's altogether not bad. Dark Pulse or Dragon? Probably Dragon Pulse. Well, who needs sleep? But seriously though, if you do need to sleep, by all means, go do that. Your own health is more important. And Slava, I don't care what the reason is. I'm just flattered that you're here. Don't do that, please. I may be level 61, but I still have, you know, feelings. I'd rather not die. And Bagless is on right now, so I can't just heal my Pokemon. Not easily, anyway. How are we doing? Oh, there's still 20 minutes? I thought it'd been longer. Oh my gosh, how many Gyarados does this guy have? This is the guy to train Alessa, or potentially an Electivire against. What do you mean? Oh. By Asia Pacific, you... You're good. You're totally good, Continuous Paradigms. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. For a second there, I thought you were referring to, like, just a particular part of Asia, not... Like, the Pacific coast of Asia, not, like, also Australia. And Olmar's comeback, is that like the hard mode of Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Nick? Because I remember they're saying that there was like an increased difficulty thing for those who are experienced Pikmin players. Okay, so the last Pokemon's just a Remoraid. One of the side stories. Ultra Spicy, right. So is it still like additional, like, new content though? That's kind of what I'm excited for when I finally do get to do Pikmin 3 is, you know, there's gonna be all this stuff that's like new content, but I'm not gonna know. It's a really good name for a difficulty setting. It's, you know, relevant to in-game mechanics, but also Like, delightfully like, ooh, it's spicy. It's not just hard mode, it's spicy. And for those who are interested, the little head shake is necessary when saying it. You know, spicy. Okay, so it is new content. Got it, Nick. That's awesome, though. I'm really glad that it wasn't just a straight port, that they actually were like, well, we're going to give you a bunch of stuff. And we're going to improve some mechanics. At least from what I've heard. From what I've heard is it controls better. Oh, Slav, you already added. You don't need to again. Soul Melter from Kirby Star Allies. I've played like the first world of Kirby Star Allies. So I wouldn't know. Which way now you don't need one. No need to apologize to me, Slav. I was just letting you know. It is how, you know, it's like half of my job to read all this, so. A mission mode built around the old Olimar logs. Huh. That sounds super neat. Do you get to play as Louie? That's what I want to know. Twig, I don't understand being upset about it. I think you're only upset if you... like, if you're, like, overly attached to the value of a Wii U. Like, I don't want specific... like, I don't want to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for myself because I already own it on the Wii U with all the DLC, but that doesn't mean I'm mad that it exists. In my opinion, is the Wii U a failure? We have to define failure here. Did it, you know, was it a console that sold as many, or even near as many, as the other consoles that it was up against in the home console market? No, nowhere near it. It did not sell as well as the Xbox One, nor did it sell as well as the PS4. Did it have as expansive a game library and third-party support? No, it didn't. But did it have games that were enjoyable on it? And did it still give Nintendo enough room to move forward to the next, you know, generation of consoles? It did. And so by that metric, I would say D+. D+ for the Wii U. Maybe C-. Yeah, I remember the data files, Nick. You get 1 of 5 videos with Olimar giving a report. Such a cool mechanic. Yeah, Twig, I guess... I don't think it's... I wouldn't call it punishment. That's probably why I'm not upset about it. I understand being disappointed that it's like you already spent your money and there's a more complete version, but you can't know that that's going to happen. And so because you can't know that that's going to happen, you cannot... It's sunk cost. It's all sunk cost, right? So, like, you've already spent the money on the thing. Whatever utility you choose to derive from it is therefore, you know, what it is. And if it's... You can't let the past consumption impact your future consumption. At least you shouldn't. Yeah. Exactly, Mofocata. This is what I'm saying. It had good games, and it didn't bankrupt Nintendo. It passed. By the skin of its teeth, it passed. Plays Arlemar and Louis in both. Wonderful, Nick. Yeah. I think having good games that are now available to a wider market is a great thing, so that people can see, yeah, there were some kicking games that they missed out on. And yeah, the DS games from the eShop, yes, Togepi, absolutely. Those are great. Having essentially best hits of the DS. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been talking. Hello, Gianna. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. Having the best hits from the DS in a virtual console setting is really nice. And actually, the virtual console on the Wii U, while not nearly as expansive as the Wii's, is a really nice tailored list. Yeah, Nick, I absolutely agree with that assessment. Hydrate and dihydrate, it seems. Seep. Yeah, any Pokemon game. I forgot Explorers of Sky was on there. That's really good. I mean, Explorers of Sky, so much money. It's a great game. And I think Red and Blue Rescue Team, too. Like, if you want early Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Wii U is the way to go. Though, actually, Red Rescue Team doesn't cost that much. But Blue Rescue Team is clearly better. Because the 2-screen layout really helps Mystery Dungeon. Yeah. No, I think they did really, really good, like, they took really good lessons away from the Wii U, and figured out where their competitive niche was, when they moved to the Switch. Because they knew that they weren't going to compete on raw hardware strength, with the PlayStations and the Xboxes of the world, and so they got out of that market. By having a hybrid console, they said it's enough power that we can still do bigger and better games than the Wii U, but at the same time, we're not even trying to compete in the home console market with the Xbox and the PlayStation. We're going straight mobile. Oh yeah, Rescue Team DX. I forgot about that. Yeah. And Togepi, I didn't know that. Drench Bluff, which dungeon is that? Togepi. And Twig, take all the time you need to go do what you gotta do. Yes! No, Nick, I see what you're saying, because it has massive third-party support, and it's, it's not meant to be, well, I mean, Steam has the advantage that it has a high power threshold. So it's close. It's close. It's close. Second dungeon. Got it. Thank you, Toby. I thought that was Craggy Coast. Lady Gaga Oreos. I did not know that those were a thing, Gianna. What do they taste like? Why is this here? Pikachu fan club. Well, I don't need to go in there. Mihan's already here. I don't need to talk to him again. Pokemon size contest. I don't need to compete in that either. Yeah, in terms of software diversity, yes. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, because what they've done is they've essentially found a way to position themselves between mobile and home consoles. Like between mobile phones and home consoles without stepping really so much on either toe. Like they're just doing their own thing, and it's working. That's what's amazing. Because they essentially created a new market niche. I mean, there was always space. I mean, I shouldn't say they essentially created a new one. What they did was they became the name in high-powered mobile consoles. And the home thing is just, for those of us who still want the home experience from Nintendo, but it's not why they're successfully competing in a business setting. McDonald's is the Big Mac, Burger King's the Whopper, KFC's the chicken, Subway's the sub. What's the equivalent for like Wendy's or the Five Guys? Five Guys is ridiculous portions. Wendy's Baconator's relatively new. But I would say, yeah, that's probably their most like known sandwich. Yeah, they're all burger shops. Well, what Monfacata is asking is what's their signature. Five Guys, it's quite literally just their ridiculous portions. That's their signature. It's not a dish. It's just the fact that everything there is a lot, which is saying something, given that it's, you know, this is America we're talking about. They made a breakfast Baconator? Well, actually, I can see that. You just do like a sausage patty instead. Yeah, that's one of their main, like branding endeavors. Exactly, Nick. We'll ride upon the sea in a boat, just you and me. I'm like 10 years old. I wonder why other companies don't do square patties. It feels more efficient to like to transit. That's true. I've only ever been to a Five Guys once in my life. And I think that was enough. Five Guys is seriously just excess. You order a small thing of fries, you get a bag, like a brown paper bag full of fries. I got like fries and a grilled cheese. Oh my gosh. I feel like I was full for like a week. Though I think I was heavier at the time. Mavagata, it's not sad for you. It's maybe sad for the world. Know what I mean? Togepi, I think you've got an interesting dad. I do remember liking the fries, yes, Nick. I'm just saying, so much food. I used to be able to eat. I used to eat. Well, I think a lot of places have those new soda fountains that have like a bunch of different options in them, Togepi. Well, Mavocata, you know, it's a good thing to remember every now and again. It tends to come up here a little more, I think. That's as much as I'm gonna say on the matter. I need to fight that cop. It's a lot of battles on this route, which is good. Oh yeah, there's a firehouse. There's a firehouse in my town, though I don't think I've ever been there. I don't think I've ever had a sandwich there. I've eaten at like Jersey Mike's, Subway, Jimmy John's. Jersey Mike's was actually my favorite. I quite liked the way they made a sandwich. Back when I had sandwiches like that with any regularity. It's too bad. I discovered that I liked sandwiches about like maybe 6 months before I started, like, you know, dieting and things. And so, because of that, I really didn't get much time to enjoy truly the sheer gluttony that you can do with toppings on a sandwich. And that would make sense. That's actually, you know, good positioning as a for-profit company with a, you know, a benefit angle. Yeah, okay, totally. So if the other fast food restaurants around you don't have the, you know, the interchangeable soda fountain, yeah, of course, of course. Y'all, I truly, I used to be a person who I could have fast food at lunch and then want fast food again at dinner. I could have eaten Wendy's twice a day up until I was a junior in high school without batting an eye. And I haven't, at this point, I haven't had, like, proper fast food, like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. I've had Chipotle, but Chipotle is fast casual, A, and B, the thing I get there really isn't particularly unhealthy. But so I haven't been to, like, a proper fast food place since 2015. And I missed it at first. I missed it for about the first month or two. I don't miss it anymore. Which is not to say that you need to make any changes to your own particular way of doing things. But I'm just saying, all of this is like nostalgic memories for me. And Twig, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've had Taco Bell, maybe even longer. I liked Taco Bell, but it was never really the restaurant. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I have a story. I actually have a story about Taco Bell. Short story. Taco Bell was the very first restaurant that I went to when we could go out to lunch in high school, when I was a junior. It's the very first one. And I went with a bunch of people who were, like, in band with me or whatever. And then after that, I was like, I'll just eat alone. Oh gosh, there were days that I definitely drove to Little Caesars and bought a whole pizza for myself for $5. And then ate probably 6 slices. And then had the other 2 slices before the day was done. Healthy. Very healthy. Little Caesars is good for the money, I would say, Togepi. It's certainly not the best pizza I've ever had, but for $5 you get a lot and it tastes okay. Yeah. Oh no. Like, Taco Bell is tasty. They know what they're doing. And if Taco Bell doesn't disagree with you, then you're in great shape. I don't know. I feel like I've never had not the $5 pizza from Little Caesars, but if they became amazing, that's freaking fantastic, especially if they maintain their general pricing scheme. My favorite like pizza place pizza, Jets Pizza. Reason being, they have this 8-corner pizza. The crust on it, I swear to heck, is the best. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they do to it. It's such good crust. And because it's kind of deep. It's not deep dish, but it's kind of deep dish. It's a thick pizza. It's got a lot of sauce and it's so good. Oh my god. That I miss. That I do miss. That used to be my go-to for, like, after doctor's appointments when I, had, like, not eaten for a day and a half in advance of the doctor's appointment. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to eat this whole pizza right now. And then of course, I could only eat, like, half of it because, my stomach was small. Which is just such a good day. Oh. Sunny Shore City. Oh. Oh, I have to come up with a voice for him now? Well, Volkner is definitely going to be pretty dour. So, what should Flint sound like? My predisposition is to use a voice that I've used about 1,000 times and go with a sort of, yo. I don't even know that well what Ronald McDonald sounds like to do it. It's because he kind of has just like a normal man's voice. It's smoother than mine. Boise? How do I do Boise? Like, I feel like for the Elite Four, Birth is easy. Oh, hello. I can use my bag again now that I'm done with all those battles. Italian New Yorker. That's very complicated. No. But so Aaron, I'd probably do about the same way. Just sort of a little nasal, little on the edge. Lucian is, going to be quite refined, a hair British. Nice and like sitting in the back of my third of it. Smoothed out but quiet, demure, but serious. Problem is, like, Aaron and Flint, I feel like, have a similar demeanor. You just see much more of Flint. I'll go with the yo. I could really lean into Surfer on this. I could lean into Surfer on him and give Aaron just a normal voice. Fellow trainer, your Pokemon are secure inside their Pokeballs. There's no masking that aura of serious toughness. Oops, sorry. I should introduce myself. My name's Flint. I'm one of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. I just had this idea. Maybe you can pull it off. Isabel this town's gym leader? He's really lost his enthusiasm lately because there have been so few good challengers worth his time. He's been so bored, he spends all his time renovating the gym. Then the blackout happened. I'm sure that didn't help lift his mood. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I usually give him a battle so hot, it'll reignite his passion for battling. I'm counting on you, hotshot. It works. Really? A year? Wait, do you mean just in terms of like how long it took for the episodes to come out, or like actually like in universe? This is a major port town, and it's the gateway to the Pokemon League. Okay. Thanks, lady. I need to go heal. Alright. How long it took for the episodes to come out? I mean, given how long, like, in the game between Candace and Volkner compared to the other gym leaders, it kind of makes sense. Maybe it shouldn't have been quite so long. I mean, what are you gonna do for a year in Sinnoh? You'll do a galactic arc. I guess Dawn and Jesse must have been real busy with contests. Did they do the grand festival between gym badges 7 and 8 for Ash? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Is if that's how they handled it. What's this? Sunny Shore Market. A selection of the world's seals. No. Tell me why I liked all of Dawn's rivals better than Dawn. What is going on here? Have you gone underground lately? Depending on where you go down, you end up in different places. That's why I use my Explorer Kit in as many places as I can. Undergroundman and Eterna and the Byron of Canalave are related. I have Byron's son Rourke, and you have a trio of dedicated diggers. Some underground traps need to be defused by touch or by using the microphone. The spheres found in the underground are like tunnels are like jams. You can obtain goodies by trading the spheres away. You buy spheres, they grow a little every day. They're really weird that way. Oh, right. I'd better dig mine up. I forgot I had some buried. Get flags from your friends to make your secret base better. Is this just like underground tutorial, but in Sunny Shore City? Hello! Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? Yo! Fellow trainer! Go underground and have fun down there. Make it an adventure. Jeez Louise. Twig, you're right. They're alive. And that's concerning to me. I'm okay. I think my soul briefly left my body, but I'm okay. I should buy some max potions. Okay. Some more full heals. Yeah. If they had done a sphere Pokemon that you could find in the underground, that would have been really interesting, actually. They should have done that. They should have. But yeah, to fully answer your question, Ryan, Pokemon's going real good because we're about to face Volkner. We're like there. I think someone put pepper in my house. What's your deal? The city uses a lot of electricity, especially the lighthouse and the gym. Finally decided to turn all the city's roads into giant solar panels. Sunnyshore's is the Sunshine City, so the system works perfectly. Well, it's night. How are you gonna deal with that? It's a blank sign, painted white. Cool. Whatever the environment, people and Pokemon adapt to live there. That's what we all do to survive. Oh, it's Jasmine. The city makes me feel at home somehow. It's next to the sea, and there's a lighthouse. Oh, if you don't have the gym badge, you'll be forced to turn back. Yeah, Togepi, it probably should be. Though, I'm sure they made it, like, with extra durability in mind. You know, it's like those, delightful ribbons for Pokemon. Nope! It's like, they made, like, somewhere, some roads out of solar panels. And they were made out of a really durable material such that you could drive on them. Yeah, no, I can't remember whether or not Jasmine's here in Diamond and Pearl, but she's definitely here in Platinum. And that's okay. She's here to advertise that Heart Gold and Soul Silver are coming out soon.
I heard Team Galactic was up to no good.
She's also here to compete in Pokemon contests.
But here in Sunnyshore's, we've never seen any of them around. Of course, our gym leader Volkner is invincible in every way.
A long time ago, there was a boy named Cyrus who lived here. He seemed to shun others and preferred the company of machines.
And, Ryan, they may not have. I can think of several logistical problems with that idea. Like, sure, we do have a lot of, you know, a lot of land that's covered by roads, but roads get dirty. I dig solar, but that's not the right venue for it, I think.
He's a brilliant student, I recall. I often wonder what became of him.
Yeah, what if they just put a bunch of solar panels, like, next to highways? Not like next to, but still on the land that they have sort of earmarked for it. The land that no one wants to live on. Okay, Kentucky, awesome. Man, that was probably a tip right there that they were going to do remakes. That giant rock, isn't it really a Pokemon? It looks like Munchlax, doesn't it? Yeah. Ooh, a Thunderstone. Mavocata, the reason we don't steal the sun and use it for infinite energy is because, how long ago was it? I think it was like, 70 or 80 years ago. President Cleveland signed a compact, with, President Yu Chong-Dong-Far, of Mars, saying that Earth did not have sole dominion over the sun, and therefore we have to leave it where it is such that the other planets in the solar system can bask in its radiant glow. That's a direct quote from the charter. Hello.
Glaringly bright and cool thing you have.
It's undoubtedly... Ooh, Persona Guy, thank you so much for the host.
It's undoubtedly a Poketch. The latest model, no less. They're awesome, yeah? I got okayed by the Poketch company to develop original Poketch apps. Hey, you're a trainer, right? Can you do me a favor? You got Pokemon with different natures, right? May I see them?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't need any apps. I already have my mozzarella sticks. I'm good. Bunny storing your platinum randomizer. You caught a Magnemite holding a Master Ball in Eterna Forest. And your black randomizer, you caught a Magnezone with a Helix fossil. That is awesome, Persona Guy. How wonderful. Also cool that there are randomized items that the Pokemon are holding. I never would have thought of that. It's very fun. I hope you use the Master Ball on something good. All right. Oh, let's check natures on that Electabuzz, because we'll probably use the last hour for the Sunny Shore Gym. So we'll do the trading now. Okay. 4 Pokemon for Volkner, by the way. Is that how many I've got? Because I have not picked yet. Okay. Pikachu can go to the backup box. I'll grab Doom right now. Okay, so Casey. Casey. Lonely nature. What does lonely mean? And looking at the stats, balance between attack and special, with good special defense and good speed. The Giratina on the route by Eterna. Perfect. Perfect, Persona Guy. Attack plus defense minus. Okay. Mobile games. But we got it. So this is actually good Electabuzz for my purposes. The minus defense is a hair worrying for the purposes of sweeping. But no, this is solid. The light screen's nice additional coverage. I may use it. This Electabuzz deserves to stay in 18. Oh my gosh, I have so many Pokemon that I'll need to train. Okay. Well, we can put Bibarel away. We can actually almost now put Bibarel away forever. I think Bibarel might know Waterfall, or might be waiting to learn Waterfall. Actually, no. I'm going to need to teach Waterfall. I'll probably teach Waterfall to Rizzo and then unteach it as soon as I get through the... Well, you don't need Cut. I'll get rid of Cut. Okay. They're great in defense anyhow. Yeah, Nuzlocke, it changes your priorities versus competitive battling. A little extra defense on a Pokemon's not the worst thing. Though having a Lucario that is a special cannon is pretty good too. Okay. Kiku, welcome on in. How are you doing? You're just in time for trading. That's what we're doing right now. Yeah, so it's good for like a Gyarados, of course, Twig. And Gastrodon could use it, but Surf is better. Yeah, my hair is tied up. No haircuts for me, not yet. It's actually tied up in 2 places. I've got a little ponytail back here to make it look not bad on camera. Because when this is down, it's a little bulky. Porygon is defense plus speed minus. That's not bad for a Porygon. I think Porygon's strength is its defense. Porygon Z is a special attacker, but I think, especially if you were doing like Eviolite Porygon 2, that's not bad. I don't think you can get Eviolite in Gen 4, but yeah. I'm no stranger to sacrifices made in the name of beauty. Alright, so we've got 2 trades to do and then off to the Sunny Shore Gym. Yeah, I thought it was Gen 5. But thank you for confirming, Togepi. Thank you, thank you. I would like to enter the room. Launch those wireless communications. Let's do it. Alright, I still gotta get Pearl fully started, but we're almost there. You know what's wild? By the time I finish training all the Pokemon that I'm gonna have to for the finale, I will probably have double the playtime in this run of Platinum than I do in this run of Pearl. Because this run of Pearl is like nearing 60 hours. And I beat the game in this run of Pearl. But I just, so many Pokemon to train. So many. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you're talking to Thomas. Hello. Hello. Let's trade. I will, like, oh, I didn't put the electrolyzer. Can I do that? Hold on. Can I do that in here? Yes! Thank goodness. It should be in items, right? I have the electrolyzer, right? Oh, it would be really sad if I didn't. Oh, no, I might not. I saw the Magmarizer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where? Oh, no. Where do you get it? Electrolyzer. Platinum. Behind Valley Windworks. Aha. Okay, well, I'll go ahead. You know what? My Pokemon Pearl, it can stay in the Union Room. It'll save me time later. I'm gonna go get that. I'm sorry I didn't check ahead of time. And you've been working on a desktop wallpaper for a friend's birthday. Oh, Kiku, I feel as though your friend will definitely accept it. That's such a cool thing, though. I love handmade gifts for birthdays and things. That's really sweet. I think some of my best Christmas presents this year that I gave, and this isn't a toot my own horn thing, but I think some of the ones that I was happiest with how they turned out, were the ones that were, that I had an idea that I sort of worked on in making them rather than just buying something. Not to say that I didn't buy my family nice things, because I certainly think I did. But I also think I really put some good thought into some of the gifts that I gave. And Kiku, that's really wonderful. Okay. Well, there we go. Only took a little too long. But we got it. There's another item further ahead. Well, thank you. Ah! Tried to trick me. Man, they are really good at hiding items in this one. Thunderbolt, nice. Man, this is Electivire Central. Love this. And Thunderbolt's so good. And that's one that it's nice not to have to buy. Right, there we go. That wasn't too long of a detour. Alright, so we got the two trades. We've got Porygon to Porygon 2 and Electabuzz to Electivire. I'm gonna look forward to training that Electivire. That's gonna be fun. There's lots of Gyarados I can beat up. Also, it's very helpful to know that you can pull items. That is handy as heck. Oh, in the Union Room, I mean. Alright, so this, then Volkner. And then 4 days before the finale. Alright. Talking to Thomas. Hello. Thomas has contacted you. Hello. Waiting a response from Thomas. This is Thomas. Is there something you wanted to do? Too many Thomases. Want to trade? Yeah. I'll accept. Okay. We'll do Casey first. And I will give Luxray in exchange. Boop. Yes. Hello, Napriga. Welcome on in. I wonder if there's anyone who has like two 3DSs with capture cards and can show both sides of a trade at once. Napriga doesn't care about your security deposit. The Electabuzz is over here. Let me, where's the volume slider? Is it under? Oh, it's... Nice. Good job, Casey. And typically, when am I not having existential crises? I feel like if you're doing things on the internet for perfect strangers, it's a breeding ground for them. Napriga, thank you for the host. Alright. Send Casey back. This time send Doom. Kiku, it's very, very kind of you to say. And Mavkota, that's right. That is something that my dermatologist did teach me, as well as the fact that my skin on my face actively hates me and, you know, wants to consume my skin. Oh, Nick, the Electivire is plus attack minus defense. Thank you. Togepi's got it. Oh, sorry. Doom is evolving. Porygon 2. Alright, let's get that back. A hop to the left was a really good ad, I think. And it's good that it's expensive. Well, Nick, its stats were perfectly balanced, attack and special. Though Electivire may veer towards physical, I mean, with those arms. Alright, you take Luxray. You give me Doom. Yes. Oh, Twig, that's oftentimes an indicator of inexpensive metal being used in the jewelry. If it turns your skin green. Did we get a dubious disc? I do believe that we did. That's, you get that in the Galactic hideout, right? So yes, I do have that. And Nick, if you want to make Porygon Z happen, we'll do it right now. Yeah, I get those a bit on the side of my face. Thankfully, it's not terrible. It's any metal. Oh, no. Man. Twig, that stinks. I'm so sorry. I'm not much of a jewelry person personally, but that stinks. I'm sorry to hear it. Scream out of jealousy or fear, Malvacata? That's the question. Alright, quit. Yep. Quit. I kind of want to, Nick. But I mean, it's 5,000 channel points. It's totally up to you. I'll wait just a second. How to replace the train with a leather core? Well, it's good that you can do that though. That's a good solution. I have on the Christmas tree over here, I have my like only necklace, which is the my Mimic Griever necklace from Final Fantasy VIII. I'll get it down. Since we're waiting just a second. I kind of wish it showed better on camera. Oh. Togepi, interesting. Also, a lot of those sorts of apps also position themselves as way of making friends. Alright, let's do it. Let's get ourselves a Porygon Z. There's the dubious disc. For Doom. Yeah, I mean, whenever I wear this, it's usually like on a black shirt, something where it'll show. And there's a lot you can do with sort of like a small gold piece, you know? My mom has like a small gold necklace that kind of goes with everything. Okay. Oh yeah. No, cold metal necklaces, that's its own special kind of uncomfortable. I wonder how many times this Luxray has been traded. Pink accessories that go with everything. Good tip, Kiku. Hey, Twig, there's no need to coordinate outfits. I mean, I could tell you what I'm wearing today. It's embarrassing. I could also tell you, and please don't tell my employer this, that I don't think I've worn real pants in 6 months. It would have been longer, but I think I did try to dress up a little at first. Yeah, I have stuff on my desk to mess with my hands, Twig. I don't know that I agree with that, Kiku. Okay. Doom's evolving again. It's really too bad we don't have a Rhydon. Because then I would have a good chance at Gabbit. There we go, there's Porygon Z. Alright, let's get that back. Well, Malvacata, that's okay. You don't need to accessorize all the time. And no one, and I repeat, no one, has earned the right to anyone else's teeth. They may say, oh, you would look better if you smile. It's like, you don't get to say that. You don't get to decide that for me. I may have a really jacked up smile. I've got weird teeth. Like, y'all see these? They're weird. They're weird teeth. But I like them. They're not normal, though. I've got fangs. They're a little weird. I've got a crooked... I have like a snaggle tooth on the bottom. It's crooked. Well, Jake, what can I say? What can I say? By the way, Togepi, befriending in-game characters in order to acquire anything really. Very, very familiar. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying about how the parody works. Got it, Togepi. Got it. Alright. Okie dokie. With all the trading now done, let's go to a gym. Do I want anything else? Heck no! Get me out of here. All right, let me save on both. All right, this one no longer needs the power cord. Volkner is in your top 5. Volkner is, I think Volkner may actually be my favorite gym leader from this gen. I like his attitude. And he's got good styling. The yellow and blue work well together. And he's got hair that's spiky without being excessive. Kiku, I realized something recently. Here's a little story as we head towards the gym. I realized one of the reasons that I really hate gyms, because I don't hate exercise outright. Like, I enjoy like sport and competition, etc. But I don't like the gym. I really don't like the gym as an experience, as a thing, as an institution. I don't care for it very much. And I realized one of the big reasons for that is that every gym smells the same, and I can't stand the smell. And that smell is it's just chemicals. It's just like recently treated stuff. And because they're always disinfecting with chemicals, as they should, because gyms are disgusting. But they're always treating these things, and they're always off-gassing, and a lot of times gyms are like fairly newly built, and so they'll be getting like paint fumes and machine fumes, and oh my gosh. Oh, Togepi, gross. I've seen that before in real life, though. And I get humans as being a drawback to, going to a gymnasium. That's never been so much my problem. I'm fine with people generally. I do need to pick a team for this gym. Oh boy. Cause Serpentera is not a good fit. Nor is well, Oregon's okay. And here's the thing. If gyms smelled like what they actually should smell like, which is like, people who have sweat, I could deal with that way more than what they do smell like, which is, just chemical off-gas. I can't stand that. Like, I hate new car smell. I hate paint fumes. Like, if something has a chemical odor to it, it will drive me crazy. It will give me such a bad headache. Who wants to feel old? Me! Let's do it. Today has been a boring day for you. Well, now, Period, I hope to assuage that some. They could make a gym smell like roses and lavender. That may be a little excessive. Drayden, Byron, Marlin, Kabu, and Volkner. That's a solid top 5, Mafakata. Resident Evil 4 turns 16 today. That's wild. Well, happy sweet 16, Resident Evil 4. I think I have favorite gym leaders of like each generation, like Sabrina, Morty. Who in 3? I just run through them in my head. Tate and Liza. Oh no, Momfgata, that's incorrect. I was in 3 when Shrek came out. No. Shrek came out in like 2004. No, there's no way it was 2001. Yeah, so Tate and Liza for Gen 3. In Gen 4, Volkner, yeah. Gen 5, used to be Skyla. I don't think so anymore. There's the waiters, there's Lenora, and then there's like Silent and Roxy, and then there's Berg, Elessa, Clay. Girl, Michelle, welcome back. Skyla, Bryson / Drayden, Iris Drayden, and Marlon. Lenora. I'm gonna go with Lenora for Gen 5. She runs a museum. Sharon. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Togepi. I cannot believe the Shrek came out in 2001. I guess if I was... I can't believe I would have been 4. Did I see that movie in theaters? I might have. Gen 6. Valerie's from Gen 6, right? I'd have to really think about Gen 6. I don't remember what half of the gym leaders look like. Yo, hiya. He hasn't come back yet. When he does, you know what you gotta do. The battle's so hot, it'll reignite his passion for battling. Counting on you, hotshot. What do you mean he hasn't come back yet? The heck is this? You're kidding me. Do I have to, like, find him in this town? Lighthouse. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Togepi. Now, that's wild. I feel like, that's delightful. That would be an excellent choice. I mean, with Volkner's glowing personality, I wouldn't put it past him, Persona Guy. I wouldn't. So you're the latest challenger up against the Sunnyshore's Gym? Alright, I've decided. This is David, thank you so much for the dime that you've thrown at my face. Half of which goes to charity. Exclamation point charity, if someone would please. I find you to be weak. I'm gonna challenge the Pokemon League. I'm done with renovating the gym, so I don't need to be here. Born of anything? I want to have the battles that can thrill me again. This is the toughest gym leader in Sinnoh. I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. Yeah. Supporting the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. They're pretty kickin'. Check them out. They do more than just food. He's kind of like Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, but blonde. Mavocata. Look how far away you can see with binoculars. I'm gonna go that far away with my Pokemon one day.
The Vista Lighthouse represents safety and protection to us sailors.
Minato? Like the sword from Xenoblade? I know it's spelled differently. I know it's spelled M-O-N-A-D-O, but I haven't seen Naruto, so that's my best guess. I mean, Xenoblade, Naruto, same thing, same thing. I get that that's kind of like saying, Bleach, Pokemon, same thing, same thing. They're both vaguely Japanese, same thing. Don't ever say that. Mikado. Is that a character in Digimon? Alright, I did it! Yo! Hiya! Finally come back. Seem to be feeling upbeat, too. Hunch you recognize your toughness right away. Now he's getting excited over the thought of battling you. Remember what you have to do, hotshot. In a battle that's so hot, it'll reignite his passion for battling. Alright, hotshot.
I'll be waiting at the Pokemon League.
Goodbye. Bye. Kiku, that's what happens a lot. Because I have a fairly limited reference set. And so I'll word associate until I get somewhere where I'm comfortable. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, that one has a button. So I can, yeah, I got it. There we go. A certain blonde hair protagonist. Now, Prater, are you talking about Cloud from Final Fantasy VII? Oh, it's a dessert? Man, I would have presumed if we were talking about desserts, we'd be talking about like Mont Blancs or... Ooh, what about those stripy cakes? It's like a 60s dessert where it's like oblong shapes that go either one or the other direction. Oh, McVitie's digestives. Got it, Mom. Got it. Okay. That's what we're talking about. By the way, if for those of you who have never had a digestive, I would recommend finding them, despite their name, tuxedo cakes. Thank you. Finding them, because you can usually find them at like World Market or whatever, and purchasing them and trying them because they are essentially cinnamon cookies with a chocolate top. It is too good. I see, Twig. So now what we're saying is, the anime, it looks the same. Your dad puts them in the fridge. My dad puts Thin Mints in the fridge. Thin Mints being, of course, the Girl Scout cookie. Delicious. This is the toughest gym in Sinnoh. That's why I'm here to learn the best battle techniques around. Oh, I was going to tell a story the other night. All this talk of blonde reminded me. I haven't had Thin Mints in a good long time either myself. There was my 4th semester of college. My first semester of college, things weren't like the best at the end of the semester. I was a little overwhelmed. What is my accent? I'm from Ohio. I just have odd inflection on some things. Horribly garish floor. Yeah, for all the renovations, he couldn't have picked better color scheme than lime green and, bright yellow. So, fourth semester of college, things weren't going so hot. I was feeling a little down on myself, and so when that happened in college, one of my go-to moves was to go and get a haircut. And because I was like, okay, this is like productive time off. It'll feel nice. I'll get shampooed. There was a salon, I guess, near where I lived that semester. I lived in Crown Heights. There was a little salon like 3 or 4 buildings down from where I was living. And so I went there, and I got my haircut. It was lovely, and I was like, I'm still not feeling that great. Maybe what if I made a change? What if I dyed my hair blonde? And I was thinking that's a good idea. That'll fix my problems. That'll work with the way my head is shaped and the way my hair is colored and all of that. I was talking about this with the stylist while she was like cutting my hair, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we can totally do that." And I was like, "Cool, okay, I'll schedule an appointment." And then I get to the checkout. And the haircut that I had gotten was $60. $60 for a haircut. I'm sorry. You can't do that to someone. And it wasn't even a great haircut. It was $60. And so I still scheduled the appointment to like, you know, for the dye, because I was like, I wasn't gonna like back out and look like a butt after talking that I wanted to do that for so long. I wanted to seem like I was being consistent, but after seeing the price tag on that, I was like, oh, I'm not paying $60. Are you ridiculous? And not even that, for that they would have had to do color. It would have cost like $200, I'm sure, for something that would have washed out, or not washed out, but you know, gone away in 2 weeks, given the rate at which my hair grows. $60. I mean, come on. The next semester, I found a much more inexpensive barber that actually knew how to cut hair. I paid $20 for a haircut that I was, you know, that I rocked for months. Motherfucker, I think you may be right. I did not remember Octillery and Ambipom. No, I did not, Togepi. If that makes sense, given the relative dearth of electric types in Diamond and Pearl. So I'm about to face an Electivire, I'm sure. Or, you know, there'll be some other things, probably. Also, Oregon's kind of great for this gym. Yeah, motherfucker, you gotta temper your natural power level. Or, you know, we could say it's like Sonic, you know, he's got all the Chaos Emeralds. I mean, I truly feel like it would have been a more inexpensive way for me to, you know, change my hair color would be to have, you know, collected all the Chaos Emeralds rather than paying that salon to dye it. Oh my gosh. I was like, it's right here. It's like, it's right next to me. I'm shopping local. And then it was $60 for a haircut. Yellow blonde, not platinum. I do not, with this facial hair, I cannot pull off platinum. I would have looked very silly. Because I wouldn't have gotten this dyed. Probably more sandy. But in the end, it wouldn't have worked. I would have looked like I were, so my hair would have been about the same length, but a bit more curly in texture. Yeah, $20 isn't bad. I used to get haircuts for $8. I would have looked like a hippie who had stayed out in the sun a bit too long. Which, I mean, at a business school is actually a pretty good look. Because, you know, you love to rebel while pursuing a business degree. Look, you know, the full red suit, that was an act of rebellion. Mavakata, I appreciate that. I've become more confident in how I look and can pull things off better than I could when I was in college, or way better than when I was in high school. Yeah, Kiku, it used to be that my hair would respond to sun like that. Obviously, you'd need so much sunscreen to make that a, you know, feasible option for your skin. But yeah, it's a thing that one could do. The suit story. So when it was my last semester of college. So I was in a class that I hated. Which, I mean, they can't take the degree back. I don't care if I say that. I was in a class that I hated. And for it, we had to go, as part of our spring break trip, we had to go to a corporate site visit. And they decided that they needed to spend 45 minutes lecturing third-year business students, which I may have been about to graduate, but I was still in my third year. They decided that they needed to spend 45 minutes telling third-year business students, many of whom had already had internships at significantly, high-water, corporate venues. They decided they needed to spend 45 minutes. They needed to spend 45 minutes telling us what was okay to wear and what wasn't okay to wear. And so they're like, you can't wear sweaters, but you can wear button-downs with a jacket. Like, seriously, as if any of us would have worn something that wasn't of appropriate decorum. And so what did I do? I figured out the most audacious outfit I could put together on short notice that would align with all of those requirements. And so what I put together was this ensemble. I had my black boots, which had a nice, a good chunk of a heel to them. My full 3-piece red suit with the red pants, red vest, and red jacket, under which I wore a bulky turtleneck. That way, it was all within code. Oh, and I did my hair up to about here. Like, it had height. It was all within code. And I was not about to look like anyone else there. And when we did the picture at the end of the corporate visit, I stood in the front of the photo. It was really fun when they showed the photos at the end of the term of all of the different, teams, and ours came up. It was good. It was really good. Unfortunately, well, actually, I might be able to because I have a better charger now. Hold on. I'm going to see. My other phone has the photo on it. It just needs to be charged. Thank you, Montpicata. I seriously... I really... No, I wasn't about to yell in that auditorium. Because I never gave voice to these feelings, save for in private. Because there was no way I was going to do anything that would have jeopardized the ever so fun part of your grade, which is participation. By participation, I mean 20% of your grade that the professors can essentially give you whatever they want based on how much they like you. And so I made sure in all of my classes, whenever I was doing something public-facing, I was, very, 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 very good. And then behind closed doors, I would say, I would spout vitriol. Because there were a lot of things that were dumb. I got a great education, but there were a lot of things that were dumb. Oh, I can just go under that. I thought I was going to get electrocuted. Is this the last trainer or is there more? So my other phone's charging now, so I'll show the photo once it's charged. Also, just worth pointing out, this whole outfit, it does seem like a risk, Twig. It does. The whole outfit was it was a Scandinavian company that we were doing the visit for. Like Europe, Europe is fashionable, but it's it was still March in Scandinavia. And I was dressed for you know. It wasn't IKEA, no. IKEA is Swedish. We were in Denmark. It was, I don't know, I doubt, well, Mavocado, you might have heard of them. And anyone else in Europe, you might have. I was dressed for two, kind of. It was Scandic Hotels. Scandic. Okay, I'm gonna quickly run back out and heal, because those are all the gym trainers. So I'll just redo the puzzles, and then we'll be ready to go. Yeah, they don't have much of a footprint outside of Scandinavia. Milix might know, actually. Because they have locations in, they have a few in Germany, and mostly they're in Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway. My team's proposal for them was actually a line of, essentially, it was a boutique hotel where each of the hotel rooms were their own distinct units. It was in Iceland, and they were designed to take advantage of the geothermal energy as well as natural rainwater catchment to essentially be entirely self-sustaining. As well as, you know, attractive given the locale. They were, like, mountain-shaped. We had a physics student on our team who could do the modeling. And I'm a big, I'm a big green energy nut. So, almost all of the time I propose wildly expensive environmental solutions that business professors couldn't shoot down because they didn't want to look like they were against the environment. Some of my solutions were actually good. Some of them were really, like, so unconscionably expensive. But hey, you can get away with a lot in the name of CSR. Okay. I feel like the nice thing about this gym is if you do it right, it flows, like, perfectly. Thank you, Mavocado. Apparently this only works for Android. Don't ask you why. You don't know why. You go to where you change between the dark mode and light mode and you tap... Secret theme shows up, which you'd like to call a darker mode. Ooh. Yeah, Mavocado, tell me if it works. I love the idea of this secret mode for, like, color settings. That's kind of delightful. Okay. Everything should be, like... No? What am I doing wrong? Oh, well, now this is closed, so I can't do that. I must be able to go back somewhere up top. I guess? Well, no, that's not it. Okay. Wait. Oh, I just have to do something in here, I guess. Does it work, Mavocado? Okay. So I gotta mess with this one. Huh. Okay. There must be a permutation of this where I can get back to that one from this one. What am I... Oh, I have an idea. Sorry. I'm being stupid with the puzzles. So this is what I do. Like, hit this button, Well, maybe not this particular button, but the next one. Yeah, I use this one, I come back. No? I use one of these and I come back. I use this one. And I come back, and I go across, and then it'll be ready. There we go. Okay, got it. Oh, and my phone's charged. Okay, so before we do the gym, I will show the photo. I'm gonna just show it through the webcam. I'm not gonna like put it up. What perfect timing. Photos. Did I favorite it? I might have. No, I don't think I... Oh, no. Hold on. Aha, yep, I did. Okay. This was the look. Ah, shut up. I know my phone's not backed up. There you go. I knew what I was doing. I was at such a point that I could wear an outfit like that and feel comfortable in it. If I had to do it all again, I'd pick a thinner black turtleneck, but that was the only one I had. I think though it makes it all the better because it's just a little bit worse. You know what I mean? All right. So we're ready for this gym. Lucario's level 64. I'm probably just going to lead off with Lucario and see how far I can get. I've got, Rizzo as a pretty clean pivot if stuff starts going south. But Rizzo doesn't know any ground moves. Do I have one that I could teach Rizzo right now? I've got an extra life currently. Do I have Earthquake? Probably get Earthquake in Victory Road. I've got Dig. Am I really going to teach it Dig? No, I'm not. I'll suck it up. Alright, it's time. Last gym battle. Grass move success. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if half of these Pokemon know Grass Knot. Honestly. They're gonna know that you're gonna throw like ground types at them, and they're gonna try and get you with that. Alright, Challenger. It's not often, but some trainers manage to come and challenge me. I'll be boring battles. I didn't even have to break a sweat battling them. Oh. I see Togepi. I may have to do that. I'm Volkner, the gym leader. Say I'm the top gym leader in Sinnoh, but... Anyways, I guess we'd better get this done. I'll prove the trainer who will make me remember how fun it is to battle. I wish I had his sideburns. I've got okay sideburns, but can't do nothing compared to his. Alright. Jolteon. Weak on the defenses, strong special attack. Aurisphere. Oh, he probably has a Magnezone too. Huh. There we go, one down. It may be, yeah, he may have just like grown out his hair. But I feel like he should have some sideburn under there to support it. Raichu, a little bulkier, but kind of low on stats overall. Mom got a... not knowing very much about TikTok at all, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure the kids would be into Volkner. It's a wild name, though. It's one of those names that I don't think was a name before Pokemon made it a name. I mean, alright, Luxray. Oh, so he doesn't have Magnezone, but he does have Electivire. What if all the gym leaders just use stage names? I mean, for someone like Ilessa or Skyla, especially for Skyla, that's not a real name. There's no way her parents named her that. Okay. Well. What? Pew! I have to say, I think Special Cannon Lucario may be a little overpowered. I was not expecting the clean sweep, genuinely. I thought I'd get attacked once. That was without super effective. Cat's name is Skylar. Skylar is a good name. Skylar is a good name. Jeez Louise. And, Twig. Would have been good to know beforehand. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. I've been sneezing yesterday and today. I'm not getting sick. I don't sneeze when I'm getting sick. I sneeze when there's like an allergen. I did do some cleaning in here, so I may have kicked up some dust. That was the most fun I've had in battle since I don't know when. Also made me excited to know you and your team will keep battling to greater heights. This is your 8th gym badge. You've earned this. Woo! Beacon badge. Luxray has Fire Fang and Electivire has Fire Punch. Beacon badge lets you use the hidden move Waterfall even when you're not in battle. Waterfall happens to be key if you're going to the Pokemon League. Also, because you collected all 8 gym badges, any Pokemon at any level will now obey you without fail. I want you to take this too. Woo! What's inside that TM57 is the move Charge Beam. The area special attack if it lands. It's electrifying. Awesome. Well. We did it. We got the last gym badge. And I'm thinking. Well, I've had that for a few years, Kiku. Alright, let's have a look at our badges, shall we? Oh no, they're so dirty! Ah! I need to clean them! I remember I used to do this like one swipe at a time rather than like moving in a small circle. Oh my gosh, it took forever. This is the content y'all signed up for, right? This is like what you wanted? Badge cleaning stream? Oh! I didn't know that, Mavocado. Man, oh my gosh. This is a thing. The Pokemon trading card game, when you go to tournaments, they would give you badges for the tournaments you competed in. As well as when, like, especially early on, they had special tournaments where you could get, like, gym badges. And so there were people there who had been, you know, playing the Pokemon trading card game for a while who had the insignias for, like, or, you know, the badges for, like, all the original 8 gyms. I do know this, Twig. You've got a full octave once you've got all 8. Yeah. Well, I remember Togepi seeing all of those on someone's bag and thinking, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing. I wish I could get them. Where do I get them? And they were like, well, you had to be alive in the 90s. And I was like, I kind of was? I don't remember it very well. Alright. Halfway there. So here's my question. Here's my question for you and y'all. Should I go ahead and do the water route before Victory Road today, or should I save it for next time? Because if we get to Victory Road, I could see what the Victory Road encounter is, and I could have, you know, if it should happen to be a Gabbit, which, you know, it could be. But if it should happen to be a Gabbit, hold on, I want to check something. I can... Oh, this was like on someone's bag, not like on someone's lapel. Mavocata. If it should happen to be a Gabbit, I would get the time between streams to train it. Because we could run a little long and do that. Because I think, well, it may not even be that long. Right. 2 more. Come on. And last one. I'm getting a little bit of a cramp. It's the same repeated motion. Is this what carpal tunnel is? There we go. Anyways, let me just check one thing real quick about Victory Road. A song from a soap opera, Mavocata. Which one? Victory Road Platinum. Yes. Pokémon, first floor, because this is the one I would be coming in at. Gabbit, 5% chance. Nope. Second floor. Nope. 141. So, what I was checking, EastEnders, I'm not familiar with it, is whether or not I could use the repel mechanics to make my chances of getting a Gabbit better. And I sort of can. If I took in a level 43 Pokemon, and I went to either the second floor or the first basement floor, I could maximize my chances with a level 43 Pokemon, because then only a certain amount of the either Azumarils or Magnetons could show up, whereas all the Gabbits could show up. So it would be about a 10% versus 5% chance. Now that is also presuming that I get through the dupes, because there are a bunch of things that are much more common. Gravelers, Golbats, all the things that I already have. So, I should do it. I should do it now. We're gonna run a little long. I should do it now so I can see if luck fortunes me. That doesn't work. What level is my Bibarel? It might be 41. Well, I don't have it right now. I need to get it, and I need to teach it Waterfall. And I need to get rid of its... I need to go to Canalive to get it to learn Cut. Okay, move Pokemon. Give me Serpentera. And give me Bibarel. Yeah, it's level 41. So when I do this, I'll need a Pokemon that's... No way. Are all of my Pokemon... Are seriously... I think seriously all of them are level 41. Do I have 2 rare candies? If I have 2 rare candies, I can do it with Bibarel. And I need to bring Bibarel anyway. This used to be what I would do in a Nuzlocke to press my advantage at getting a Pokemon I wanted, is whenever there's a level split, you can do that. Okay. Oh, I only have 1. How close is it to leveling up? 2,000? I can make that happen with the experience share. I can do this. I can do this. I just need to get, I need to get Oregon to level 65 so I can train all of the Pokemon that I want on the final team to level 65. Oh, I see, Twig. I'm glad that neither myself nor my sister were musical kids. Despite the fact that we both, were in choir, all of our years in high school. Neither of us were really into being in the musical. There we go. Yep. Alright, let's go to Canalave. So I can have a Bibarel forget Cut. And learn Waterfall. And I've already got Rizzo in my party. The move deleter, I think he was in like one of the apartment buildings or something. Or maybe the only apartment building. I don't remember where he was. This is like, yeah, that's the sailor's house, not there. I find it hard to remember what musicals are about unless it's right there in the title, except for Hairspray. Hairspray, I know what it's about, because it's a very good show. Are you? Yeah, this is the guy. But like Thoroughly Modern Millie, I know that it's about a lady, and she's trying to be modern, and she gets a haircut. I saw it years ago. Jekyll and Hyde's about a guy who's 2 guys. And beyond that, yeah. Now, Mihan, I don't know about that. I don't feel like Hairspray is really about hairspray. I have to say that. Also... Oh, I haven't gotten Waterfall yet. Well, we'll get it. Because I think we get it from Jasmine. So back to Sunny Shore. And we'll get an encounter on Route 23. 223, excuse me. That'll be our last non-Victory Road encounter. Oh, do I have another berry battle coming up? Like before Victory Road? Why is this itching in my head? Well, I've got a, yeah, that sounds like a relatable witch. Oh. Hey, Thomas! What the? You went and got all 8 gym badges, Sinnoh. Ah, you. That's wicked, I envy you. I don't think you've won. Because I'm gonna be the toughest trainer ever. You watch me. Before I was dreaming. I just wanted to be like my dad. Now things are different. I thought about what being a trainer involves. Like before you talk to okay. So I've got a way. So we'll do that for sure next time. Thought about what Pokemon are. We're gonna get tougher one step at a time. I'm not gonna challenge you to a battle now. I hate to say it, but I know you're tougher than me. But not a whole lot tougher, just a little. Our difference is about a yard? Nah, not even an inch. What I'm trying to say is I'll catch up to you in no time. If you don't hurry to the Pokemon League, I'll leave you in my wake. that your friend? This feels very high school lunchroom to me. Was that your friend? Do you like him? Like, what's up? If you like him, you cannot sit at our table. And we will not give you our fruit roll-ups. Jasmine's definitely a cool girl in high school. What can I say? Call him in to see him. Seeing how you two got along made me happy somehow. Must be wonderful having a friend like that. Jacoby, I'll talk more when I'm surfing. Person that you can share anything and everything with. I mean, I don't talk, I don't share. Person you can compete with without fighting. Made me feel sort of warm seeing you two. It may seem odd, but I'd like you to have this as my thanks. This isn't much, but... Woo! Waterfall! I don't know how I should say this, but good luck. Mop got a black and white too. I don't think Hugh is from your town. Or maybe he is. Man, I don't even remember. No rival at all would be interesting. Though I feel like something would feel like it was missing. Maybe like a rotating cast of rivals. Like, you have a rival at the beginning, but he kind of like goes off on his own way, and then you've got a new rival, but then she sort of bows out, and then you got like a third rival. He is, but he's from a tall building. Ah, that's the difference. You're from an apartment building, you're legally a distinct entity. And I know Kiku, withholding fruit roll-ups, rather, is very, very cruel. I highly disagree, sensibly tainted. But it is okay. It is okay for you to feel that way. I very much enjoy Gen 5. So I was gonna talk about a thing. And that thing is this. Just a brief little statement on, high school popularity and lunchroom dynamics. I sat at a table with people who were fine. Pelipper. Okay, Pelipper. For my first semester of high school. And then I was like, I don't actually really like these people that much, and I don't know why I'm hanging out with them. And so I then just ate lunch in the library for the rest of the year. And then my sophomore year of high school, I didn't have a lunch period, so I didn't have to worry about all that. I just ate in my physics class. And yeah, no, they had tables and stuff. There were a number of folks who would come to the library and eat. You couldn't eat at the computers, and you should keep the saucy stuff away from the books. But yeah, no, we were totally allowed. Junior year, I already told you that I would. I'd rather eat with my car than with, some of my peers. And it's not that I didn't enjoy people. I very much enjoyed people. It's just I was always around the wrong people. I didn't really find the right people until the last year, and that's kind of sad. But if the books were saucy already? Motherfucker, I never asked. And then my senior year, I was out of school before lunch because I was taking, 3 college classes per semester. So I would just go home, eat lunch, and then go to college. True, you're right. Wally's from, Oldale or whatever. I guess I'll just use a barrel to weaken this thing a bit. Yeah, Wally's secondary, but I mean, really, I think you face Wally as many times, if not more, than May / Brendan, because I think you only have like 3 May Brendan fights in that generation. And Wally is the one you definitely face as like the final rival battle. I mean, Wally gets way stronger than May or Brendan do. Yeah, well, you face Wally in Victory Road. Oh, this thing knows Roost. That's going to be annoying. Whereas May and Brendan, the last time you faced them is like Lily Cove City, outside of the department store, which is optional. Yeah, in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they retconned it a bit, but yeah. But I think the narrative in the game supports Wally being considered a rival because his like, oh no! Oh. Well, okay. No Pelipper for me. Did I buy more Ultra Balls? Before I get too far. I did not. I'm gonna do that real quick. And now I'm just gonna be spamming Super Repels up that whole route. I'll fight some of the trainers because I still need to level up Lucaria once more, as well as Bibarel. Rotten luck. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go shopping. It's okay. Not getting a Pelipper. I have a lot of Pokemon. It's okay if I don't catch all of them. Why don't I just... I have the money. Why not? I'll never need another Ultra Ball. I'm good. Sunny Shore has actually quite good music. And I don't think I ever stay long enough to listen. Sunny Shore is kind of an in and out city because, you know, you don't have to do any galactic stuff here. True. Silver was just from out of nowhere. Where did... There must be a canonical place where Silver actually lived, Togepi. If you can tell me where that was, I'd appreciate that. Okay, we're ready. As soon as Oregon has gotten to level 65, I'm going to switch to Alessa because this is going to be Alessa's playground. No manners whatsoever. I mean, honestly, I feel like Silver is one of the more realistic characters in Pokemon. Sometimes little kids are little bee-holes. There's a game on Switch called Heroine Garden where you play a knight forced to work with in a witch's garden after he damages a monster town on his way to rescue the princess, who is fine living with the witch and didn't want to be rescued. Y'all, have any of you, I'm sure folks have heard, but have any of you played Hades? No kidding, it's actually straight up unknown. Wild. Good to know though, Togepi. Yeah. I've seen it too. Excuse me for wearing my bikini. I think that's literally what Aubrey said. It's yeah, apparently it's been quite well reviewed. It doesn't seem like my type of game. But it looks super, super good. And I wanted to see what anyone thought of it. Or it's definitely not the type of game that I would stream, but I'm kind of interested in playing it myself, just off air. Which has been a little while since I've been interested in playing a game off air, so that's exciting. Seen fan art. Uh-huh. I got it. What other games have Supergiant made, Kiku? Same here, not your style at all. Isn't it kind of wild when there are like really good games that it's just like you don't click with, but you can still recognize it? Like, yeah, oh my gosh, that looks super cool. Oh, Iron Bastion. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have that on mobile actually. Okay. Level 42, perfect. I'll go ahead and take off the XP share. I'll give the rare candy. Okay. We've got a barrel that is suitable now for our purposes in attempting to capture a Gabbit. No, you cannot learn anything. This barrel right now is essentially incapable of learning. Truly. Kiku, I appreciate that very much because I always have time to kill where I'm listening to music. You know, I listen to a lot of music while I'm at work. Oh, that's something that I kind of want to add as like a low-level channel points redemption. Which is, I would like to be able to have a redemption that's like what's Axeman listening to, in the same vein as what's Axeman reading, where I share, you know, some of the cool things that I've listened to that day, because I always listen to like different music every day, and there will sometimes be a song that sort of sticks in my craw and I'll listen to for a little while, or sometimes I'll just throw in like a random play, like today. Today, while I was working in the morning, I was listening to, I don't know how this got recommended to me, but because I listen to a lot of like long videos on YouTube, long music videos of like video game music, there was like, it was like Japanese city pop, and it was very 80s, 90s, which I dig a lot, because obviously that sort of sound is, you know, what I grew up with in video games, in, you know, television stuff, and it was really like, it was really enjoyable. Didn't know what, you know, half the songs were. No, there were no girls. It was just a building. No. Here, I don't have the video open right now. I have a Rachmaninoff concerto up, which was also what I was listening to today, apparently. Here. One sec. This was the video. Which, if there's something in there that's like objectionable or questionable, apologies. I wasn't listening very closely. I was just kind of listening to the music in the background. But I think they're all fine. I hate that I have to make that caveat with like everything that I find on the internet. It's like, if there's something that's deeply a problem about this that I'm unaware of, my apologies. I can't control whether or not other people are monsters. And sometimes I don't know. Oh, no kidding, Mofokata. Yeah, I wasn't aware that this was a genre before, like, today. I mean, I'm aware of what pop is, but city pop specifically as a thing, it's like, oh, huh. But it's a sound that I like, so I'll listen to more. Anyway, so that was one of the things. And I already talked about the Andre Thomas album that I was listening to. Yeah, Mavkata, quite seriously, when I was listening to it, there was like an intro to a song that reminded me so much of Mario Kart. And there was another one that, like, the beginning instrumental, it had the same sort of like synthetic instruments that it sounded like Sonic. Also the sort of rhythmic texture, like early Genesis Sonic. I was like, oh, it's like these are the sort of things that the composers of that time were playing with. And so you'll hear them in popular music as well as, you know, video game music. but it was just like, oh, these sorts of things are familiar. And of course, you know, the sort of like 80s, 90s pop song sound that, you know, I listened to on stuff growing up. You know, I had the early Pokemon movie albums. Well, these have a bit more, you know, synthetic instruments in them than 90s, which I think was a lot more, like, they actually focus a bit more on real instruments, I think, in the 90s. Not necessarily a bad thing. But it still has, they still have some of the same elements. It's hard to pin down exactly what musically, you know, it all is, like, reminiscent of. The words are fairly, but the idea that there are echoes of these things that, you know, I've known since I was a kid, it's just, it was really delightful. And I think I listened to it twice today, the whole video, because I got work. That may be part of why I had just a good day. Good music. It's productive. And genuinely, you know, music is something about which I am, as you may tell, immensely passionate, which I don't think is terribly novel, but I also have, you know, years and years and years and years of musical training that gives me a bit more vocabulary to speak about these things with and to articulate exactly what about it I like. Like, in this specifically, one of the things that I really enjoyed was the balance of instruments that they chose, and the fact that actually a lot of it was synthetic without being grating. I find EWIs to be a bit annoying to the ear, and there was only one song in here with EWI. And the texture of the songs where they were similar to, you know, video game OSTs, you know, that I've listened to for years and years and years and years and years. It was so fun. I shouldn't probably be doing every one of these battles. I'm gonna look later and see if any of the items of these on this route are worth coming back for. But I'm probably just gonna speed through. I'm doing some of these battles so that I can have ones to come back to train like Alessa, because this is a really good spot to train an electric type. But so, especially if it's, you know, a music, you know, a piece of music that's in, I guess, a more classical domain, I have a lot of ways of talking about it, and things to relate it to, and reference points, and a backlog of knowledge that I don't get to talk about much. And while it may not be, you know, what's interesting for everyone, my tastes are sufficiently eclectic that I think everyone can sort of hook into something that I'm saying. A. B. We all listen to music. And we all have music that we enjoy and want to share. And I'm happy having it be a thing that we talk about more. Because I think it's awesome. Okay, how far up this route am I? Should just have a stream where I talk about music. I don't think I could. That would practically be a podcast. I don't think I can balance that. I'd have to bust out my Harmony and Theory binder and look up some vocab terms. I have to talk about, like, the envelope of a piece. I did have a chair stream. Yeah, I did. And gingerbread houses. You're right. But during those, I was able to talk about multiple things. The tricky part with getting, like, monofocused on topics is essentially I would just start doing a recitation on all the pieces that I've ever performed and my feelings on each of them individually, which gets pretty niche. Like, if I start talking about why I hate Sunrise at Angel's Gate by Philip Spark, you're not probably going to enjoy that immensely. Which, I didn't enjoy playing it immensely, so maybe you shouldn't. Or Lincolnshire Posey, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the chair and the gingerbread helped. You know, they added something to do, something for my hands. really, I think my live streams as a whole, as an entire body of work, can just be called Axeman does something with his hands, you know, for 3 hours every night. Not like that, you nasty. Have you noticed that this year I've been letting slightly bluer jokes fly? I've been having fun with it. A good juggle and hold a conversation. I guess it kind of started last year. I think it kind of started with the log. I will definitely keep it. I think I'm still at PG. I don't think I've said anything. Well, maybe the shroom joke, but it's that humor is not terribly risque on the internet. But you know, whatever association makes, you know, movie ratings may have some objection. And I still don't swear, so I like to be approachable. But I am an adult man. Y'all, I don't know. I mean, you probably would. You probably would believe, but I have. No, it wouldn't go well. Welcome back, not forget. Too much hip happening here. Oh my gosh. Look, if the I don't even remember the name of the association that makes the movie ratings. But if that's what they are drawing objection to right now, lock me up. Or rate me up, I guess. Hit me up? I cannot find what I was talking about. PG, so, yeah, I have a whole backtrack. Motion picture? Sure. I have a whole backtrack in my mind, like a whole separate set of thoughts of things that I choose not to talk about. Or jokes that I choose not to make. And it's interesting, because you get 70% of me. 70%. The other 30% I choose to keep hidden away. Some for good reasons, some for bad. Well, not bad, but just for different reasons. 70% is actually pretty good. You have no reason to be scared. I promise. I don't have anything going on in the back of my head that would be a problem. Huh? Hey, Nick, congratulations. This is actually something we've talked about before, Mafkata. It's, I was, last August, Summit, that episode of New Horizons. No hidden faces of dead wizards? Well, who said they were dead? But it was the feeling that, especially then, I felt like I had strayed much further from, you know, let me put this bluntly. Strayed further from, you know, who I actually am, trying to chase something that I'm not. Right, of course. Yeah, undead. And if you'll note, since then I've been doing a lot more but more silly stuff that I just like. No need to be any less than as much of myself as I can be while still maintaining what I want to be. There's a happy medium, is what I'm saying. And it's the same way with anyone. I don't tell you things that are, like, great sadnesses. And I wouldn't want to, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to have fun, and I'm here to help y'all have fun. I tell embarrassing, fun, trepidatious stories, as, you know, some of which I'm not always the hero, but this is not a place for me to vent my psychic pain. Alright. So I still have the rappel up, and that's good. Because we need to get through the first, Oh, Togepi, those are some of my biggest heartbreaks, truly. Also, aspects of my personal life. You know, they're just topics that I don't hit, and that I don't care to, because it's for me. And there's some things that I'd like to talk about at some point or another, but the right opportunity hasn't provided itself. Moment of truth. Hit me with it, Nick. Oh, no, you're saying moment of truth as in whether or not we get Gabbit. Well, we have a little longer before that particular moment of truth because I still have to get through the first floor. I'm going to do it skipping as much as possible. I'm going to avoid battles. I just want to get to a stairwell. At least we get Pokemon lead music. Okay, I'm going to look at a map, and I'm going to see what the quickest route for me to a stairwell is. I also don't sing. I don't sing on stream, and I sing in real life. I will admit, I've recorded myself singing recently. I'm not as good of a singer as I once was. I'm still okay. Okay. So if I go... Okay. Well, huh. Oh, this map I need bigger. Okay. If I go there... No. Okay, I think I can get there in one battle. Oh, good question, not pro yet. I wonder how things will be by May. They're probably doing a little wait and see. Okay, down here. Yeah. Well, and I wish you the very best luck passing English 4 and Civics. I enjoyed Civics when I took it. Though I took it online, and I took it on a class... the online class was essentially structured such that if you got a certain % on the pre-quiz, you could just skip straight to the final graded quiz. And so for 10 out of 12 units, I just... I was able to skip all the content and just take the end. I still read a little bit of the stuff just to make sure that I had the answers, but I was a student congressional debater in high school, so I had a good sense for perhaps a deeper knowledge of government than some of my peers. I actually acted as presiding officer a bunch, which meant I was running the competition as a competitor. Which is it was really fun. I very much enjoyed it. Except for the one time that someone called a motion that I didn't know, and I got very snippy with them, and the judges didn't like them. Like that. It was a slow drop, but it dropped. Like a box of rocks. You were eating a candy cane and a large bit fell onto the floor. This left me with just the small U-shaped part. Oh, I can see. Okay, little switcheroo. I'll switch to a different Pokemon. That's fine. That's fine. Igrowl, come on. This is why we have Igrowl. Free switch into just about anything, save for fighting types. Yeah, I would expect them to let you know in like March, not Pro yet. Okay, for Magnezone, I'll just switch to Oregon, Aurasphere at once. This is the one battle I have to do before I get to the place where I have a shot. How annoying. Use barrier all you like. I'm going to hit you with a special attack. You've been calling him Oregon? I kind of like that. Oregon is a good name. Oh, there's a great piece of music called Oregon. It's by Jacob DeHaan. It's a concert band piece. It's but it has an adventurous feel. If you look for a recording, don't listen to the Tokyo Kozai one. It has an audio error that makes my teeth hurt. Okay. We're on the second floor. I've got to get my repel exhausted. Actually, no, I don't. I can just switch to Bibarel right now. Because what this'll do... okay, nope. Need to put that back up. So there's still some things that we can get that are dupes. So I think Golbats can still show up, and Golbats are perhaps the most likely thing to show up. Second floor. Yeah, Golbats can show up. Gravelers can show up with the same frequency, however, as Gabit. And then the thing that I'm watching out for... Oh, and Steelixes can show up. But the thing that I'm watching out for is Magneton. Magneton is the thing that... If I see Magneton, that's it. That's the encounter. So this is good. This confirms what I believe to be true, which is level 43 Pokemon will show up. Also, because I'm not dumb, I am going to switch in Serpentera and actually take down this Graveler rather than trying to run, getting a Can't Escape, and then getting Bibarel blown up. Because I've got Aura Sphere, so I can just boosh. So this is one. This is one dupe down. It's a 5% chance, which I've made more like maybe a 10-15% chance. So we got 2 more dupes, and then the guaranteed, the 1. Two. Every Graveler is safe. I really want to Gabit too, trust me. Having Garchomp is so good. And that would be a nice physical attacker to round out my team. And then I'd have to catch a Feebas, which I do. I said I would. I would have to probably spend my entire evening tomorrow doing it. Okay, now we gotta catch it. Does it have anything that it can use that damages itself? Tell me if it has anything that it can use that damages itself. I need to be careful. Monfagota had a nickname that he really wanted to give it. Mayhan, you've named several Pokemon. I think I'm going to refund you on that one. Monfagota, put in yours. And someone, well, before I do this, can you please tell me whether or not, Barbie. Okay. Mr. Barbie. Can someone please tell me whether or not this thing can damage itself? Okay, nickname request, nickname help. Oh, did you undo it, Mihan? Oh, you can do that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, Twig. Okay. I'm waiting for Nick to tell me. I'm shaking. Because here's the thing. If it doesn't have anything that it can use to damage itself, I'll just chuck Ultra Balls. I'll just chuck straight Ultra Balls. If it does, I can't do anything except just chuck straight Ultra Balls. I mean, probably the worst thing it has is Takedown. Okay, cool. My leg. I may, oh gosh. How would you feel tomorrow, about a Feebas stream? I'm gonna have to use, like, all of these, aren't I? It's got, like, fleeing foot hair. Yeah, it feels like it could have taken, but I don't think it does. It has dig. Can I still catch it when it's dug? I'm gonna try. Feels like this shouldn't work. Nope. Okay. So I wait. Guess I'll use Wish. Could have bought False Swipe. That would have been helpful. It's nice that it doesn't waste the ball. That's correct. And it's okay, because I have stall moves. Well, it will have the 4 most recent moves. It's got Slash, it's got Dig, it's got Sand Tomb, and it's got something else. I think we've only seen those 4. But I don't think the last thing is Takedown. And Serpentera, I think, is the exact right choice to be up against it because it neutralizes the ground moves. And to think, I killed the first Geodude we saw. Those Gravelers were almost in, in the encounter pool. Last thing should be Dragon Claw. Okay. Cool, that's nice. Come on! Come on! There it is. Okay, I gotta watch out for that, because that did about 40. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I won't let Serpentera get below 90. Because I'm no fool when it comes to damage ranges. Come on! Come on. So yeah, how do y'all feel about Feebas stream tomorrow? Wasted. My stylus got stuck in my hair. Oh my gosh. It loves sparkly things. It seeks treasures in caves and hoards the loot in its nest. Feebas stream. Barbie. Barbie. Only 12 till it evolves. Okay, well, I'll get it part the way there, between episodes. I think I've got my final team. Spiritomb, Roserade, Togekiss, Lucario, Gabite, or Garchomp, and Milotic. Twig, what I mean by Feebas stream is I'm going to stream tomorrow, which I don't usually stream on Tuesdays, and I'm going to catch a Feebas, or run out of time trying. And technically speaking, Milotic will be in violation of the rules, but I got the rest of Cynthia's team in Nuzlocke rules. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. That makes my answer easy. I'm doing Cynthia's team. I already got Lucario, so... Lucario's already at level, I mean. Twig, this is a Nuzlocke, so I have specific encounter rules. And a restricted dupes clause, but... I think this is one case where... it's more fun if I bend the rules. Than it is if I don't. I said today was the penultimate episode. It is not. Okay, let me get out of Victory Road. Oh, and before we end for the night, I should check the nature on that Garchomp. Yeah, I won't tell Axeman. Don't worry. Twig, I think I can do that. Especially given that I've been more penalizing on myself than the rules would allow. Like, I've been using static encounters as the sole encounters for a lot of area when technically they're separate. Tomorrow will be the clip show. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm doing this. Do I not have any escape ropes? No, I'm just bad at reading. I can't believe I got it. I can't believe within the rules I got it. What was the Mount Coronet Pokemon then? I didn't get a Mount Coronet Pokemon specifically for this purpose. I specifically omitted to get a Mount Coronet Pokemon on the off chance that I would get the rest of Cynthia's team, so as to make the Feebas, which will almost certainly not be within dupes, as legitimate as possible. I also, I have to grow berries. I should start doing that now. It technically will be in the end because it'll take me more encounters than the dupes clause allows for to catch the Feebas. Do I even have a rod? I'll need to get a rod, bro. All of this I'll take care of. I can't believe that. I can't believe this. I can't believe I actually did it. It's too bad because I have a lot of other cool Pokemon, but this is... I'm never gonna do this ever again. Yeah. Well, I gotta train Spiritomb and Roserade too. I'm gonna be blowing Cynthia out the water on levels, but otherwise I've got her, exact match team. Plus special defense minus defense. Thank you for looking when I wasn't. So gentle. That's I will take a little extra defense on a Garchomp. I will take that. It won't be as aggressive. This won't be a Battle Frontier Garchomp or anything, but it's probably good for a Nuzlocke. Okay. Well, we've got our plans. I do believe there's still a limit, Twig. I do think so. However, I will also sort of punt on the Poffin issue, which is to say that I can grow and get berries off stream. I can do that. A. B. I think I can buy really good Poffins. I think I can buy really good Poffins at the department store. Okay. Yeah, I've got homework. If I get a girl Feebas, I can always get more. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I'll look up a guide. I'm gonna do all that. I can't believe I'm actually gonna have a legitimate Milo tick. I can't believe I'm actually gonna make myself do this. Is 3 hours gonna be enough? I think it might not. We're gonna do it. Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna do my research before tomorrow. And I should say, I'm not promising tomorrow to be a stream. I have a real life, and normally I'd like having Tuesday night evenings off. It may be that I do a Feebas show on Friday, and that'll the finale be next Monday. But I think, given I'd like to have the finale. Hell, I'll think about it. Let me ruminate on this a bit, because streaming on a not normal night with a weird idea, maybe not the best idea. And it would be good. Okay. Here's the real reason. I am wrapping up right now, Keshi. I'm so sorry. I think I'll need the extra time to train. I don't think 4 days is enough for the Pokemon that I've got. It'll take me some time. And I have actual real life things to do tomorrow. I should not shirk. But we'll need to make a training montage. Oh, Kashi, we're doing some montage fodder next time. So Friday will be Feebas show. Monday will be the finale. I can't believe this. I'm really happy and I'm kind of mad. It's a weird feeling. Anyways, y'all, thank you so very much for joining me. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have too. I shouldn't have taken my headphones out before it was done. This is weird. I can hear myself fully. I am going to send you all on a raid. And you know where I'm going to send you? I'm going to send you to Lemmycat, who I know, but I don't get nearly enough chance to see actually in action. Man, you know Lemmy, right? I do. Okay. Yeah. Lemmy is playing Calico, which is about cats, I believe. Which makes sense. Alright. Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. An excellent tomorrow. I'll be back on Wednesday with Sims 3. Good night, everyone.